welcome to my YouTube channel. And I'm Kelvin Mans from the Pulnado TV. And I'm well on and say, one person name is Pulnado, two people name is Pulnado, and for them Pulnado is better and stronger one. Now we will. So for the first time this let's sign in here, or like come on this wonderful and lovely platform called the Pulnado TV. Please, my brothers and sisters, just do me a little favor. Let's just smash the like button at the left hand side, subscribe at the right hand side, and also share the program.
This one come for make you know, it's you know be know not in the show. Now this not the program we all for education, religion in all circulation, political intimidation, suppression and injustice. See the way they make we know the feel at home. Now we home, so we see now we own. We the talk out thing, the country not the growing, just the go behind. We the say all thing, for you we not be know, for make you know. You can find me na YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok. The name na Pulnado TV. If you not be know what see they happen, come join we na the Pulnado. If you want for know what see they happen, come join we na the Pulnado. Subscribe to Pulnado TV. Subscribe to Pulnado TV. The presenter na Kelvin Mans, not a politician. He stand for the people, the masses, even the poor man. Hey, boy, the people know they treat we nice. We see we for know, we don't know. Plenty of things we in Pulnado, we hear rise. Hey, boy, this na Pulnado. All thing with the Pulnado, it's time for Pulnado. Everything for good nado. Just go na any social platform and shout for Pulnado TV. Na PULNADOE TV. And the symbol gets a low flag middle, 2 stars with plenty colors. Get the opportunity for call, not the mid or ending of any program. If you know be know what see they happen, come join we na the Pulnado. If you want for know what see they happen, come join we na the Pulnado. Subscribe to Pulnado TV. Subscribe to Pulnado TV. If you know be know what see they happen, come join we na the Pulnado. If you want for know what see they happen, come join we na the Pulnado. Subscribe to Pulnado TV. Subscribe to Pulnado TV. All thing with the Pulnado. Everything with the Pulnado.
Let's see on the beat.
Pulnado TV. Romantic.
So, me, dear lovely brothers and sisters, una good morning, una good afternoon, una good evening, assalamu alaikum, peace and blessing be upon you guys and upon everybody who really watch and listen the program. Me, we represent program in Kelvin Mans from the Pulnado TV, as I always do now for bringing the past, the present, the unbelievable and shocking news. As for me and you know, the country where me and you finish we call Sierra Leone, like a country of unbelievable things, them especially recently, things that really happen or the past, this particular past years. You know, actually, things that actually plans happen, but the way how things that happened, the past years, them to now, are very much damning. And things that still like things and they change. They just go from bad to worse. Which me and majority of people know exactly who say we they go and when then thing at the end. We don't actually don't understand actually what thing happen and what they go on and when this thing get for end. Because the way how things they go right now, you don't come up na me brother this, na me sister this na me political party, or na me this, or na me that. You don't come up this though. The way how things they go. It just they take a very different level every day when you sleep. They say, they say Alhamdulillah, and I always subhanallah no more. No even know what happen, no even understand. But me, it's high time I think it's high time let me and you come. Loy sit down at the round table. Loibu actually on. Loibu actually know what thing would they do. And so because if we understand the problem, we say the problem there. Because some of we actually they tell us say here is the problem, here lies the problem, here now here the problem there. Whereas majority of we they see exactly who say the problem there. Some of my mates see there, but we they point and say here this is exactly how we do because as we put it only they say you will go now you know road. But if you not go, that person they don't go inside the road, it just in the road this. I think say we need for able follow. But maybe me want go and know the road. Me want to go do things. Me want to go fix Salone. Me want to go resolve things. Now we will all come together. Now we will fix Salone. Me and you know right now how things they happen, how things they wrong, what things they happen at the country. And they tell you for free. This now like not to see what they sugar. Anything what they tell you, not to see what are they sugar coat. Things the way they happen right now in the country. And people, even we own SFP brothers, them and sisters, them, then they call some of people, some of now, if they talk this, one of things they like, we just say because of people saying, but no. I talk things and out of sentiment. I don't get nothing for gain out of that. Anything I can say now, this is exactly what thing they happen at the ground. But then they say what and what they support, what thing they go on. So they're not happy about it. They are not happy about it. But today, we can talk about political things, things that would happen at the country, and this particular younger issue. As to what thing happened exactly yesterday, according to reliable sources, them reliable reporters, them and reliable information also what thing happened at younger. So if things that keep on they happen, no more keep on they happen, where would they go? And we know they see an end towards this thing, how and when and who then this thing actually they come to an end where we know. But I just put and say today we're going to talk about some political issues and what thing happened na Yenga whilst the gunshots. Why the Guinean troops then actually the Guinean troops then actually like try for do this. So like some of you be somewhat skeptical about what thing happened, you know, the foundation of this thing, how this thing started, or why this thing still go on. But anyway, I think somebody today we now Mr. Albert David Kamara, we they can discuss this not like an interview itself, like at Salone, we based in Germany, where we can discuss about these things. Actually, then I have to call some people in way then say they will give their own opinion as to what thing they go on right now. Na that younger side na Salone, where you know they go down well. You know they actually, actually born good picking. We don't know why and the reason why then still happen. But before actually with the hotel, I just present this guy, this particular Salone we based in Germany, we can actually the analyze. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like for present this Mr. Albert David Kamara, we can talk about the issues there. And believe me, we'll tell now exactly what thing actually happened in the younger and other issues the way they happen in the country. So guys, I present to now Mr. Albert David Kamara, we based in Germany.
Yes, good evening, and thank you for TV and everybody for the tonight.
So, Mr. Albert, as you know, actually right now, like the things the way they go on and what's in the happen now, actually the country we actually want to deliberate more about the younger issues for now. What's in and you take on this younger thing?
Yeah, you know, the younger issue, I believe, now a dispute where Salone and Guinea get a very, very long history, you know, because I think it would be better for we also allow many people really understand a bit of the history where they affect this region, this eastern region, this younger area we talk about, because most of we only know all the area about the younger disputes these days, these last few years, but this way go back in so even pre-colonial era. So it go always good for many people and really get the background of the history of the crisis, you know.
Mr. Albert, please.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, caught you. Before we dive or we come deep to the foundation of that younger issue, I just want to let people able like just deeper in like what thing actually happened at the scene yesterday to we are able this thing that yesterday what thing actually happened. Not just watch videos, so people will know exactly what thing we talk about. So guys, I wanna watch some of them videos. I wanna see exactly what thing happened at the scene. Or let's say let's say thing is believing, right? So like before we begin like a background or foundation of what thing or how all these things started, let me just show them exactly what thing happened at the younger side way we talk about. Maybe there might so many people and maybe some people might think say, okay, we are just like blabbing or saying things, but to see like reality things. So like guys, according to reliable source system or reliable reporters, them way them witness what thing actually happened. Let me watch exactly what thing go on there. As I tell you, so now people then they na younger the way they don't then left younger yesterday next gone away from younger because of the gunshots them. The Guinean troops them actually leg of gunshots them na Salone. Out of Salone from Guinea to Salone, Lego gunshot then, and majority of the people almost all is tackling na younger they don't go away na younger they come out of younger they come na Salone, which of way in the town well. How you then I country don't turn refugee in a country, Mr. Albert, just take a look at that. Then I country turn refugee in a country. So how on that? What's it happen? What's it going on? Understand? But anyway, let's watch the videos, guys. Don't watch the videos so they come.
That's not just one of the effects of territorial disputes. Yeah.
Now we watch the videos, guys.
A report for Buenos Aires newspaper. Thanks so much for joining us, Sweetie C. This not so fast a story. This now something in a reality. We see plenty people that don't begin left from different sides. We still continue for Guinean the current reports of exactly what's in the happen. This not a good number of people way that don't left the community. As we said, they see other lights and more so now a good number of people that left the community them, including small picking them as we see them. Everyone gets something everybody gets something in hand, it gets something it get born in aid way, they try for left for come back now we don't even understand say even inside Kwenduton, plenty people that don't begin pack up the team them, they don't begin go to them other surrounding communities them when they far from here. So these are the current information we actually the way they happen right now. A lot of people we actually see people they would bundle them. Okay then without the younger township. Hello, Mr. Tamanyuma, how you do, sir?
Everybody.
So tell me about what you move at this here for come na Kwenduton.
What you movie right now, the tension what they see under will not satisfy. Just now we get picking there under we na midnight we don't know what thing they happen midnight. Now we don't pack we won't do them for Canatoria today.
Okay then.
But right now we had not cool.
Now the whole town so don't come out for come na Kwenduton today.
Some Westland left the but all the town, the other villages, all don't gather. Because as they see we no more, then they don't move. Because why? With the tension what we see, now we don't move.
All right.
We're not satisfied.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We say you get for the family this net now.
No, they go to the station, at the government area.
You go na police station.
Yeah.
Okay then. Thank you so much for joining us back right now.
Thank you.
All right. Just me to talk to the chief. Let's see exactly how other people will come. All right, we just see you know, a lot of people they don't move now for camp. They would have bonded them come up from different committees. According to within the town chief system, don't tell we about exactly what actually happened. This is the current information that happened right inside Quenduton, inside Kaila. This is Mama Salone. With the information where you see they go to the social media about this exactly, we will report to you, Mina James Tama. A lot of people from different communities they don't begin left them area them. They don't left them area them. They try to come approach for come na Kwendu zone. As we have to see, people them there in a very good normal. People them there. We see Kumga them, we see people from different communities them. We can bond them don't begin to pack off for let them come na condition. For sake of this younger issue also. All right, this exactly this not the recent story of what exactly happened right inside Kisses and Children Kailam. This is concerning about the younger issue. We deal with plenty of people where they don't take up and bond with them from the committee, especially the younger people them there among them. But with sister go tell me more. Sister, what did actually happen when I take on a thing them for come?
There's no more policeman.
Okay, so the man they are from Guinea or from Salone at the city? Now from Guinea at the city. But actually, what him actually motivate to this nature now for when I left and come na Kwenduton? Them bokude. So what they don't do now? This nature we actually don't make when I don't free.
Nothing. Because when the poor person with weapon, the person with weapon, it takes the whole village. No window.
Okay then. But let's just look at living situation at that party. So they make any checkpoints where they make sure say when are not able to come out on our own area for camp.
Yes.
Rope day.
Yeah. Okay
then. But how when I go able to live now when I don't come on a committee on a can so how when I go able to live?
No, nothing.
All right, that's on the update.
Tell them come on, I go in.
Okay then, that's not the updates where we don't get some of the people of Yenga. They don't left Yenga. Plenty people they don't left na Yenga now. They don't come out for come na Kwenduton. That's not the update we happen now. Thank you so much for joining me.
So let me just see now. We don't listen to this. I get back on one way similar to this. No, just listen back to this one.
We still the continue for Gilda the Cohen's reports of exactly what's in the happen. This are a good number of people where they don't left the community. As we said, they see other lights and more so now a good number of people where they left the community them, including small picking as we see them. Everyone gets something everybody gets something in hand, it gets something it get bond in aid way, they try for left for come back now Kwenduton. We don't even understand say even inside Kwenduton, plenty people that don't begin pack up the team them, they don't begin go to them, other surrounding communities them when they far from here. So these are the current information we actually the way they happen right now. You know, a lot of people we actually see people they would bond with them. Okay then we know the Yenga township. Hello Mr. Tamanyuma, how you do sir?
Everybody.
So tell me about what you move at this nature for come na Kwenduton.
What you move right now the tension what they see under will not satisfy. Just now we get picking there under we na midnight we don't know what thing they happen midnight. Now we don't pack we want to do them for Canatoria today.
Okay then.
But right now we had not cold.
Now the whole town so don't come out for come na Kwenduton today.
One some Westland left the but all the town the all them villages all don't gather because as they see we no more they don't move because why with the tension what we see now we don't move.
All right.
We're not satisfied.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We say you get for the family this nature now.
They go to the station at the government area.
You go na police station.
Yes.
Okay then. Thank you so much for joining us back right now.
Thank you.
All right, Mina James Tama, the report for Kisiben the radio, Wednesday newspaper, TV Salone USA, Voice of Kisidom TV, as what they work for currently. Thanks so much for joining us to the sea. This not so fast a story. This now something in a reality. We see plenty people that don't begin left from different side. We just need to talk to the chief. Let's see exactly how other people will come. All right, we just see a lot of people they've done move now for camp. They would have bonded them come up from different committees. According to what the town chief says, don't tell me about exactly what actually happened. This is the current information will happen right inside Quenduton, inside Kaila. This is Mama Salone.
So that's not the other news. This then you don't just believe this not like reliable information. This are reliable reporters them we actually report on these particular issues as now don't listen or not. So I go on like round one ground back of like another very much sure and social information is reliable and very much reliable information. So this is exactly what happened and what go on. Now we also listen to this Omar Fofana what's a report about that. So before ever we come dive and we will give now a background and what's the foundation behind this particular younger issue, how this younger issue started. We'll get opinions from different people. And I'll get back from Omar Fofana what's a report now BBC. So at least I think in that way, people that will know exactly who's the common and who say who they can go with these issues.
Isolated events or part of a whole movement, and why we should all eat more fermented food. The meditation itself reduces the pH of food, so it is more acidic, and that helps to preserve food. And in addition to that, it helps to make sure that we don't have harmful bacteria. And fermented food is not just healthy, it's also delicious. So why are we eating less of it in Africa? We have a food expert view on that. It's the process of people. First, we go to the border between Leone and Salone. The two countries are limited. Although generally are competitive, Francis, whenever the war broke out in Salone, John sent troops to help the government out. If the John transport were across the border, sometimes all finding shelter in the home. And in the nature of these things, the people who live along the border are related to language, culture, and blood. Their parents are from the border. One country speaks French, the other English. But the relationship was strained when Henry continued to control the border town of Luanda, which had entertained the conflict between Salone. Gradually, adjudication failed to every progress, and now things have escalated. Salone troops were fired shots inside Salone. This is unprecedented. And people are nervous. Our Fofana has been following developments from Cape. We started our conversation with a bit of background.
Yanga is a village perched on the hills in the eastern Sierra Leone district of Salone. It borders neighboring Guinea. Literally, it's a stone throw coming from Guinea. There's a stream or a river called the Leone River, which stands between the area and neighboring Guinea. It's a largely run-down area. In fact, Yanga and its surrounding villages, such as Sokoma, such as Pondo. Pondo was the first village where Ebola was recorded when it spread to Sierra Leone from neighboring Guinea. And it's inhabited mostly by the Kisi people who find themselves in all of that area, in Guinea, in Sierra Leone, and in Liberia.
So it's right on the border. I imagine that people can go quite easily between Guinea and Sierra Leone. So let's understand the split between the two countries apart from Salone.
Yes, exactly. I mean, people traverse the border there quite easily, which is why the current situation is worrying them a lot. In the last hour or so, the paramount chief, who is the traditional leader, said that yesterday, which was usually a market day across the border in a place called Nongoa, the people in Yanga and the surrounding areas were not allowed, the traders were not allowed to take their produce across the border. Their history is really intertwined in the sense that you find the same Kisi people in all three countries in that area. And during the war, Guinea sent its troops to the area to help ward off the RUF rebels, which was requested, in fact, it was requested by the government of Sierra Leone. They were there and they helped bring the war to an end. But shortly after the war ended, Guinea laid claim to the area, saying it had always been a part of its territory, which obviously
So how much more do we know about what happened recently with the incursion?
We don't know much because the certain armed forces are not speaking on record, but two military sources have told me that they have heard in the lead up to Independence Day on the 27th of April that Guinean troops were planning to encroach into Sierra Leone territory by taking a village called Sokoma. So as a result, there was a build-up of Sierra Leone troops in Sokoma itself because they are not allowed to go to Yanga, where Guinean troops have been stationed since the end of the war, barring the fact that at some point it was demilitarized, but then the soldiers, the Guinean soldiers returned to the place. So once the soldiers of Sierra Leone had heard that this was happening, they beefed up their presence in the area, which led to the situation that caused the Guinean soldiers to fire shots. I understand that the local member of parliament in the area is Fala Kenwatengbe, and this is what he told me. On Monday, the 28th of April, went to a coastal village called Sokoma, and they wanted to intimidate the civilians. Unfortunately for them, they met Nigerian soldiers and they were resisted. So when they went back, they left and they crossed over 200 to 300 military armed personnel into the line of Linda. After 2 seconds, they have 3 shots from their base. Nobody had access into Guinea from Linda into Nigeria. They have Alex Linda and 2 of their permanent structures. Thirdly, they're intimidating peaceful civilians. They are displaying sophisticated weapons. They have stopped people living at Linda from famine. This has actually created a huge pressure and around Linda. The atmosphere of Linda is pretty much tense. That place is super tense. Fala Kenwatengbe, the local member of parliament in the area, which includes Yanga.
So what have the Salone authorities said about this? Not at the local level, but at the national level.
Obviously, they have sounded very angry, and the few of them who have spoken on record, they are emphasizing the point that Sierra Leone and Guinea are, sister relations and good neighbors. Therefore, the long-running nature of the dispute is something which they would rather work put behind them. The country's foreign minister, Timothy Kaba, spoke to me from the United States. The government's position is going to change the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Sierra Leone, and over the period we've been engaging diplomatically to find a way to pacify the impasse and get the Guineans to withdraw from the occupied territory of India. Do we know whether Conakry and Freetown, whether the 2 leaders of these countries have spoken on this matter since it happened on Monday? So the 2 leaders have spoken. President Mamadi of Guinea assured President Leone that the 2 leaders will discuss the issue and find a lasting solution to the problem. And we also escalated comparing to ECOWAS to find whether the mechanism within the organization will definitely arrive at the point where the Guineans would de-escalate and exit the Leone territory at any time so closely occupied. That's time to cover and for says, well, did this come as a surprise? And if people wonder, why not? It did come as a surprise. The fact that this was the first time that shots were being fired in that area since the war ended, despite the long run and killing by Guinea. It can surprise everyone here, which is why people are asking, why did it have to come at this time? And why, as alleged by the Sierra Leone government, they tried to further encroach into Sierra Leone territory. Some have said that Guinea has a military junta, and they believe that maybe it's a way of distracting the situation in that country by sort of engaging Sierra Leone at this level. But definitely it does come as a surprise. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs there said that they had escalated the matter to ECOWAS, but Guinea currently stands suspended by ECOWAS. It's not clear how much leverage the subordinate body has in terms of intervening in this matter. And which is why some government officials have told me that they are for the first time planning to go to the International Court of Justice if that's the only way they feel that this matter can be resolved once and for all.
That's well, Savannah.
So, Mr. Albert, so members of the public, so we don't get all the evidences and exactly what happened as to what I don't tell now. So if if anybody gets any other thing where where you understand more than the way I put it there, more than the way the reliable reporters or the reliable information that I just gathered and I just put in front of you guys here, you don't listening, or I don't see, and I don't hear it. If you think like it is not like 100% sure of what thing I just don't present on now, if you get any other thing, guys, the number they on the screen, you can call and give more of the information as what you know about this younger issue and what thing they go on, or the number they up the screen, or don't you can call and give you a little idea on what thing actually you know, what you understand, as to we say they can give on a vast background of what side this thing actually started. And I just want to know say this is actually it's real. This is what thing happened exactly as soon as there was a gunshot. They actually shot. Now over the Sierra Leone, so the Sierra Leoneans them, I don't know about the worst part of the thing is I know really no casualties will happen here, as to nobody no injured, nobody no died. This is within I know here it. But the fact of the matter is when I see we everybody be packed out of that younger area, they go elsewhere. How is this happening, or when is these things gonna stop? This is the question that they ask. Mr. Albert, to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Pumato TV. Thank you, Kevin. I think before we have to go further, it will be very, very, very important to allow people to get a historical background about this very current situation, the dispute, this younger crisis. You know, it go really good for the people to also understand a little bit about the history we talk about here. Because it's not just good people. I know, as I said, most of the people, most of we just know about the picture where they happen now, the whole dispute where they talk about now. But like this thing, you know, the younger disputes between Sierra Leone and Guinea, this not say we get a historical roots, you know, we shape rights, you know, during the colonial era, you know, and so not to just today it starts, you know, and yeah, but maybe fast forward, now we just fast forward and quickly. During the Civil War, you know, we get a brutal civil war between 1991 to 2002. We also get the Guinean military forces. We enter Sierra Leone, just like you have the ECOMOG. So the Guinea as a member of the ECOMOG as well. There's been the Salone, just like the Nigerian military as well. So they're all being entered Sierra Leone, and Guinea being that we share border with them within the north as well. So them being occupy that area, this Kailan area, this Kailan district area, that Kwendo, this younger old area. So like them being occupied there, for just help the government and fight on this very issue they talk about. But eventually, by the time the war ended, the Guinean military not being left again for return. Okay, the Guinean military not being left for return, even though agreements were made, like that we ended up for even signing agreements. I remember, I think between 2002 and 2005, there was, several government engagements, especially when the Guinean military failed for hand over that territory. Of course, they withdraw from all areas, but the younger territory then they still remain there. The military get a high military presence. So like the that being there for like raise alarm, being there for like push the government to really ask questions, especially when the history behind the younger issue, and then call refuse for hand over that territory. So being for raise concern. And of course, documents we are signed, memorandum of understanding we are signed. And and of course, I remember in 2005, they be even signed for a farm say younger is a Sierra Leonean territory, a Salone property, a Salone land.
Okay.
Yes. There was a very open document about it as well. I wish I'd be even think about this earlier for don't really research and get a copy of that. And of course, in 2012, there was also a kind of attempted resolution, where, be involved with two different governments, therefore still try to work on this issue, because between 2005 and 2012, different reports beyond the come, we all beyond the follow up once in a while, where Guinean military be Israeli come over, in the Israeli territory, especially within this younger area, And we all know, say, younger now, a fishing territory. That's how people do fishing, and people they need to forget about the economic activities. And, people in that area, they also face some of the brutal parts of the civil war. So each time they see camouflage men them with high military gears coming in within that territory, it may create fear, it may create panic among locals and people if they really, really get concerned. So that may make other further diplomatic engagement be involved. And so, like as I say, in 2012, this issue they'll be able for resolve on, and they withdraw. But between this 2012 to 2001, we also don't hear different reports, and we see different videos of the Guinean military coming to Yenge, either by patrol, but different report, people they say they can do some military exercises, can do some military maneuvers, and you can't do that in a sovereign state.
Yeah, sure.
That is why I remember I think in 2001 when when President Bio being go na the ECOWAS I call it conference, ECOWAS court of ECOWAS meeting.
I know that. The ECOWAS to say.
Yes, it was a summit. It was a summit.
Yeah, ECOWAS summit. Yeah.
It was exactly, and I'll be also really happy that I see President Bio highlight this very issue. He raised concern at the ECOWAS summit. They say he really puts them out clear that the Guinean side, they still remain Yenge, they still encroach on Sierra Leonean territory, and Yenge is part of Salone. Yenge, and every part of that Yenge na Salone. So for me, Guinea still remain reluctant, for go out of that territory. It be really raised that concern, And of course, we still recall, say, we got some, few diplomats, them will raise concern as well on that issue for work things behind closed doors. And so even most recently, before even this new development, I believe that we also hear the foreign minister, Timothy Kaba, if I miss the name, correct me. We can get a parliamentarian engagement wherein questions we are also asked about this very younger crisis, and it can also give assurances that they work on, the diplomacy and, many things they go behind closed doors. So it can really give assurances that the government is doing its best to ensure that the younger crisis or disputes resolved diplomatically. So for many these new unfolding things they come up, wherein we see evidences of people being displaced, evidences of videos showing a whole battalion, I can say, or a large contingent of armed military men believed to be Guineans within the this is an encroachment of a sovereign state or a sovereign territory, which is totally wrong. So I believe the government need to do more, for resolve this matter. And I believe it will be best for we de-escalate the situation. It's not really good for at least we create a situation where it will involve military confrontation. I believe a situation like this, because if there is any military confrontation on this issue, now the same community get for suffer. Look, some of the videos, the clips where you come up with, we see what we see. We see an old man, when I chief, imagine, Popo Peking, and only God knows how many kilometers, how many miles you don't work at. To that point where we don't reach to. You see Gal Peking them, they express, fear. They see stress from footage the way I see. They see stress. They see concern. They're really concerned. And this gets a long effect, Kelvin, because this area, that community we talk about, so for many, many years, in our community, we don't engage on cross-border treaties, cross-border business deals. That's why they come on here, they cross going on this other border. If you get granite in pepper, pamai, they cross in that go sell them. And now these people come in their mountain checkpoints, have a military exercise, begin to fire gunshots them. and people they trigger back memories, bitter memories, because this
Especially
area
back
now
in
one
back
of the
days, like during the war, they remember people of the
yes,
war.
that area that's where really suffer immensely during the war. Me and you know
They
that.
go through
And
trauma.
one of
Like
the
they cause
areas
emotional
that's not
trauma there.
exactly. So all these things they create trauma. It trigger trauma. Only God knows. And would that they go support them people and are they going to receive any traumatized, any psychological support? No.
No.
I mean, no government presence, not there. Maybe no Salone military, not there for give them confidence. The government they send anybody there for give them hope, for give them
Yeah,
confidence.
but
So these are some
even
of the things.
the other important instead, what did they say? There was somebody when they first call where they give report and say we more for the staff for intervene. You go to say the one can intimidate the Sierra Leone and then but like the Sierra Leone police, the Sierra Leone military, they don't accept, they not agree, they not give a chance. So how like they not accept, they not agree? Why fear in the place? Where there's still fear and
That is
people
the
are
point.
panicking, people are still running away. So this is the thing we are asking ourselves. Let us stop
That's
this
it.
political thing. Let us
That
just,
is
it is high time. Let we come able to spin out the truth. Let we tell ourselves the truth. So we will put the country to order.
yeah.
It's not difficult to ask. We then actually in the platform they are. Not because of we get we not do one because of we get the opportunity or maybe we get some. No, we not misuse them. But we just
Yeah.
like try for like put the record straight to people. Let people know say, hey, Salone now me and you get some more important now me and you this thing. One way or another, you get to you borrow you show you this thing. It's over.
Okay. Yeah.
If they call it for like report, get the right thing. If things were okay or things were okay, then they ask the man, they text it, and the people name and where Guinean soldier they come, they would say, but the banker intimidate Sierra Leone, then Sierra Leone military they don't give them chance, they don't allow them. Then in one go to the and say, the place it very much get tension right now. So if they don't allow them, how tension they happen at the place? How play they going on at the place?
This is a clear violation of international law. It's a violation of Sierra Leone's sovereignty. Sierra Leone is a sovereign state.
It's a sovereign state.
For me, a group of
sovereign state.
Right. So for me, this is something that the government needs to do something. The government needs to do something more than just lip services. They need to act. The government needs to act. Otherwise, the community in that area, the people in that area are going to continue to suffer. That is it.
But if I take you back to like this particular younger thing really happened, if I take you back to like previously, as what you just say here, like they don't resolve this thing before, and there was like a laid on paper there was negotiation, right? They don't make a memorandum of negotiation, right? As you said before, like this is something they don't negotiate. They don't sign an agreement, between. They don't sign this, don't sign. Okay, this place is owned by Sierra Leone. So this was something they don't do long time ago. But why are these things still happening? Or even this thing like the raise, and we are not hearing anything from the president. So what is going on? This is the question.
Yeah.
Say, silence speaks a lot. If they are saying something, I'm not saying anything, it means a lot. If I just silence like this, you are speaking on things that are happening, you're just saying, like I'm not saying anything. You say action speaks louder than voices sometimes, action speaks louder than voice. Not sometimes like say, look, sometimes they have to do with actions. Why don't you guys come out, voice out? Let people see you like in action, speaking, saying this, doing the actions. But we get president, it's the president, whereas when they see no action, he didn't say anything, he's not saying anything. They talk nothing about that. So what is going on? Sometimes instead of like would they make comparison about like the past government and this one. But we just have to because of things that really happen. And some of the key things say we belong to party A or belong to party B. But like me, I tell you personally, I don't belong to no political party. Now what's that they put in there? Who's the majority put in that because now the people, now Leone, media represent now Leone people they talk on behalf of, not to individual. No, I don't belong to no political party. I don't marry political party. I mean, me supposed to like married because married now for better and for worse. Now 3 like 2. You, the woman, and God. Anyone will come out there, you don't say. So now I mean, when they don't say marriage, better and for worse, good or bad or if for support. Me no. I don't support like what is it? If we get this mentality, say we believe me, Albert, Salone they go before. Even if now my party are the support on my party, because if you do the wrong thing, come out and say and speed it out. Why the president not able to say anything? Why able can't tell you something? Why he not able to say anything towards it? Some people might be saying so, these are this, but take a look at the past government. This younger issue will be the happen. We see where the president they come na the media. And they come and they address this issue, they film, they talk. This is action. But you know, just normal silence, like I don't know how do I call it? Just silence. You're not saying anything. You're not taking any more. So what is going on? So this is the question.
Yeah, this comes back to the issue of transparency.
So you see.
You know, this comes back to the issue of transparency. When a government is lacking transparency, then they lead to all this kind of thing. They lead to lack of public confidence, because if there has been a transparent update about this ongoing issue, things will be done, they unfold on this younger issue or younger area. If the government may come out plain, update people, what may they happen there, like all this kind of toxic atmosphere where people they feel within that area, therefore don't they prepare for that, or enough for don't they be like a surprise. But look at what is happening today. Tell me, how many people don't feel displaced right now? Then one and the way they left that younger area, now they move to other areas. Would they go provide shelter for them? New place, new environments. Would they provide food for them? And they left their farms, left them, their animals, their creatures, them, everything behind. You know, maybe go build buffer somewhere. Who is going to care for them? When we also look at, even to a larger part, within the happen of the country, look at the economic situation, then somebody feel threatened. In fact, this is even a human rights issue. So it is better we are also going to call the Human Rights Watch, Salone, for do a fact-finding mission at that area, for go there and look at human rights abuses against people living in that community. You know, because to me and you, we will clearly say human rights are being violated against those people. Because one, with facts, who believe say their movements, they don't restrict them.
They don't restrict their movements.
We are supposed to left on a farm. Somebody can tell us, somebody come on a country, can your country, they tell you, say, no, you're not cross here, not go to that farm, or not go to that swamp, or not go so, not go so. That is a human rights issue.
A human rights issue,
don't violate the people, you know. And of course, like a breach of international law. So where is the government standing for the people? What thing the government don't do? The government don't send a team there. They don't send a kind of humanitarian team there for go assess the situation, a human rights team for go assess the situation. No. The only thing they see are brave Sierra Leoneans where they pick up their cameras, go to the place, go face it, get a direct engagement with the people, the community. Otherwise, we don't still remain in a blackout from the government points.
Trust me. And they get one policy, they get one thing. I don't know actually what then they hide. Whenever something is happening, just the same thing that will happen then in the state house, where people they want like the video, they point put in phone them, point put in. What is that? What's in history? I'm not saying this thing has only happened, but Hawaii. What is this?
Yeah, you know, Kelvin, just like we say, this we are speaking as Sierra Leonean here. And I have always been objective in anything we had to do, whether writing an article, whether giving a contribution on programs like this. I have always been objectively as possible, because the country where we get today, when you talk within the reality, then say you be yellow. When you talk within the reality, some classes say na blue. So, but name calling not for push we on the wall up to the point that we not going to say within the reality. We have to call it a spade. So they can call me whatever names they want, but the reality is when a government continue for suppress the people, continue for destroy the civic space, continue for destroy free movement of people, continue for abuse human rights issues, continue for deprive people from exercising their own fundamental rights. Now, these are the results. These are the results what we will see. We are in, imagine a state house, the bomb. State house. These are the most powerful building in the country, the most powerful office of the country. In fact, the most protected office or building of the country was on fire. Okay. And you get military, then they get police, and they get other state operators or whatever where they work there. They wanted to keep it blind to the public. How long a government will continue to run in secrecy? What are you hiding? Why are you trying to put the public in blank? Why the people not foresee what's in the happen? From somebody come and taking phone, not to even your phone, not to government provided phone. This is phone went in labor for you don't know how labor get that money go buy your phone. The person they taking phone, the video for just make sure that people see what's in the happen. Picking phone, break them. I wonder if they're not going to even arrest and incarcerate some of them, because that is the country we are today.
Yeah, sure.
When you speak, they say you belong to this party. The next thing is that they're going to go after you, get you, intimidate you, incarcerate you. If you are lucky, I mean, this is it. This are the country we don't find ourselves into. So the idea behind lack of transparency, now when a government, they therefore waiting, with man called state capture. When a government executes the strategy of state capture, now some of the ingredients what they use. One, silence the media. And I would say we don't see it happen in our country. We see how police and military they operate. There is no independent institution, even the civil society. We're supposed for they call government out, supposed for they ask questions and for people. They have been silenced. And some of them, a very few of them, will still remain vibrant. Yeah. I've been listening to a young man a few days ago, Thomas More. I know Thomas More long time ago, right on school days, very nice gentleman, and always maintain that, these are some of the few civil servants. Civil society groups within our country will still remain vibrant, outspoken, fearless. Sometimes you have to speak truth to power, Kelvin. But when the majority of the civil society in our country don't become so silent, they don't envelop them, and nobody cares, nobody speaks for the people, look like what did happen at Younger. These are things where civil society need for raise concern, need for call parliaments, ask stakeholders, and when I urge government for go na Younger, get hold of that territory and protect its citizens. What's in government there for? You get for protect its citizens, you get for protect your territory. So even as much as we know that there are lots of domestic challenges where they go on from different, be it political, be it economic, with all this international name calling and blackmailing of whatever. But in the midst of all this, government will still joke with the protection of its territory and the protection of its citizens.
At all.
So what is government doing? Who is going to ask government? Thank God says, we get social media platforms and now bloggers are like, your platform and many others where they do their job. And look, how they say this, you even get the freedom for do what they do, or the freedom for say what they say, for make us say what they say, because we are outside of Sierra Leone. Because if you did Salone, you do such things, believe in me, by tomorrow morning, you go find yourself in Benghazi. And I know what you're going to guys here. Then go even Bob Yusuf.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I mean, this is just a simple reality. You know, it's a simple reality. How a whole country go there, not to say that today begin. It only happen. It only happen. It only happen. Now them people are grab all the way from Guinea, enter inside here and get displaced people them. Even they conduct military training. Maybe within the next few months, maybe we reach and don't build military barracks there.
Yeah.
You know, and all this and all this will affect the community there. Who is going to protect those people? Are they not Sierra Leoneans? We get picking and they school picking and they will go for good school. So government needs to do something. And we have to keep asking them. We need to continue to ask them. We need to continue to call on them. They need to do something.
They need to. Well, Lord, get to some also report at them. So let we one of who what are we based in the United States. So let we get from and back about these younger issues while whilst we try for do other stuff them guys. So let we get another reports actually they give me on top. Hello? Well, this na Polnado TV, bina Karimans we at ED Live na YouTube, Facebook, Polnado TV. We actually come across yesterday. Actually, we this thing actually happened from Salone, but this younger issue. We actually want you talk about this younger issue. What you take on these younger issues as to what it takes to get that now people them yesterday don't back from younger and they don't displace as to the Guinean troops them actually fire gunshot them na Salone as it is to all night yesterday Salone and everything na younger what are they don't actually move na border they don't go na other villages them we actually easy and midnight. So this thing issue don't happen for quite a long time. We don't hear about this thing issue. So we don't confuse and this thing they actually stop. It just go from bad to worse. So I don't know if you get any like foundation or what thing that you point on this. Take me through.
First of all, I want to say plenty thank you for the opportunity. We Jimmy for being now on TV. At the same time, I want to say plenty thank you to your studio host. We are not for say studio host anyway because not in the studios they all do in Germany, but I only follow and I really submission where they don't give. I want to say plenty thank you to them and they don't do a very good job for giving the background of what's really they don't happen about this younger issue. As they say in the submission, most people they just know about this younger issue 2-3 years ago.
Excuse me, before he come in, I don't know if he can actually tell people that like your name and who side you actually report from.
Yeah, me na Sally Mansare, but generally people will call me just the middle name when I Salat, and I did in the United States of America.
Okay. You can go ahead.
So as I will say, with a submission, it really give a historic background how this thing came about. Say we don't find ourselves today. And most people just know about this younger issue maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago. But this has been there forever, this younger issue. And the time with this issue really has been beginning from the colonial days, but the time with this issue actually began to be a bigger issue now after the war. Like you rightly say, during the war, like we get ECOMOG, and you know the countries and we involved in now organization they like now susu like we make susu America, Canada, Germany, England, wherever susu. Where you get problem, we all go gather, will help you. We don't even get problem, say gather back, we go help her. That is how the ECOWAS they operate. Then we end up for saying ECOMOG and Salone. So we get different countries and we come together for help we tell we get a need, we get the war. So when the war better or when it almost done, because it not be completely done before everybody return all the ECOMOG. Some return but some not be moved. But majority end up for where everything is almost hold down. So then they end up for ask the Guinean for return. But when them come, since we share border with them, majority of the people in that area, that younger area, then they base the Guinean. So after the war, for letting them return now, they not pull out again all together, like how the place will completely be we own. So now from that war day now, after the war, that draw begin come now. Guinea begin to say something about Yenga, and Yenga begin to say something about Salone begin to say something about Yenga. But originally from what it mean no, Yenga has always been Salone's space. And the previous government, when at the APC, they really do a little bit. I don't want to say too much, they do everything as the like we my colleague just be the scene at the program say it was settled. It wasn't settled. There was an arrangement, they sit down, there were documents signed, but it wasn't 100% still way for say, okay, this place I will not settle and today before everybody in a court now this now Mr. Kamara and I get this one. It wasn't like that. But there was a pathway to that settlement. But the problem about we government them na Salone, or Africa, Salone in particular, now the priorities them now they're not right. Now Salone you see from where we get sense now. I'm going to 50 now. Every government we come to tell you say, I they build, I they come health education, I they come do electricity, I they do roads, I they do education, I they do this. At the end of the day, come on about, they not able to achieve none of that one. Because when you say you achieve something, now like that success day for dinner, not for involve people again. From where the war done, infrastructure-wise, I believe, especially government buildings or offices, to Yankaba try a little bit. And in terms of roads, and the school government try a little bit. But all those governments, I am telling you, not to success for the people of Sierra Leone. Like me, they always say, if one government come na power, they say, okay, me they hold just water. If they do 5 years or 10 years, when they go, we make sure say water is everywhere. But let us not see until they pump no open today. This one, meaning there is no success. Now the way that person pays no more than they do, or somebody come and focus on electricity. If now that one great thing said they able to hold, that 5 years they wanna hold and make sure say the country enjoy electricity forever. But what thing they will get permanent in a Salone? The basic things them when life need, none of they will be brought in a Salone. I've been in Salone recently, about 3 weeks or so. One of the biggest things we have struggled for na internet. Salone, I think they pay for stuff, you not get what you pay for. And it is not just about one government. It happened on Chidangaba, it happened on Escoma, it happened on Madabio. Even though, to me, I believe say things are going and getting worse right now. And they say that they get worse because this is not a government we don't gain a power over one term now. Then still they blame the previous government for waiting them they don't do. So we accept that people and they fail, we are make to change or put on. Why we not can remedy the situation and still they cast blame. This na government wey dey come before dem come na power, dem begin bomb for dollar. Oh, dollar high, oh, this high. What's the cost of dollar today as compared to the way they take am? Then they say rest there. What's the cost of rice today? I understand the price not will be the same. There must be an increment. 5 years ago in America, not to the same way they buy rice, not to the same way they buy candy, not to the same way they buy whatever you want to buy in a store. But the increment not that high. You know, they see 100% increment. You know, they usually see 60 or 50% increment. Maybe they buy something $20, you go down, you at 21, 22, okay. But you know, they buy something $20, then 2 years later, you want it at 40. That is 100% increment. It's not easy make it happen. So back to the younger issue. So what's in the previous government, both sides stop. Now, I mean, like you always say, government supposed to be continuity. But because the so-called SLPP and the so-called APC, they just care about themselves other than the people. Whatever APC do, they stop. Where SLPP come, they take all they put on the dustbin, then they can start their own. Wherever SLPP start to side and stop, where APC can and they take almost 80-90%, if not all, put on a dustbin, they will begin. So now that makes it for difficult for we. For now, we able to see the success where we see and then overseas country there to we country win a Salone. Because if me do half a car stop, we therefore walk 1 mile. Me don't do quarter a mile already. What you can't continue there. I let that 2-3 you put faster, 2-3 steps. Not to backward and a forward they go. But with government, they only do that in 90% of the time. So that's a very big problem. And that really affects the younger community today. If we say APC they stop, SLPP can take the negotiation and make sure see then done with that arrangement today, they forget about that. Then we move forward as a nation. We're not for the talk about younger today. Like when the brother rightly say, we still picking them at the videos and where they water. Now next we talk about so we see women there, young people where they struggle, where they suffer. You know, say somebody don't sleep last night. You know, if somebody will get what they eat,
that's not the
country. So if you there, you post.
That's not the question. Now, a very big question asked to. Now, a very big question asked to. Sleeping. Yeah.
It is difficult for what you eat. It is
Yeah.
difficult for you daily bread.
Sure.
Let's say now you move, you are displaced.
Yeah.
Where you're not prepared for move. If you are prepared, it's difficult. Let's say you are not prepared, then you are displaced. You know how difficult that is. You know what people and they will go through from yesterday to today. And it's not going to be a 2 days thing. Then it's not going to be a week thing. So then people they into more suffering.
So again, he actually did. He talked about something we actually want to ask. He talked about something like the previous not just government. So he talked about like the government and saying that only 2 government are actually successful. So he talked about like the Kabak government, right, and the Anes a little bit as you said. So why like only 2 government are thinking like now then do like a little bit of things in the country they able meet small of the expectation of the people. So why just 2 governments? Why the other one? Why because so many government they don't rule or so many presidents don't rule in our country. Why just the 2?
Yes, because I base me analysis on my own experience, not to what they tell me. They don't want the government, they want the talk. These are things that we are experienced.
Okay.
And me na one person way like one statement where you make where you say you not married to a political party. I believe that statement they actually reflect to me. Now me for say that statement is I'm not married to a political party. Because me don't vote for all the major parties that we meet me in Salone. 1996, I voted for PDP.
Okay.
When I go the second round, PDP joined SLPP. I voted for SLPP in the second round.
Okay.
Then 2002, I voted for SLPP. Yeah,
I remember. Now who said it? We said that SLPP vote for anything. I vote for SLPP.
2007, I voted for PMDC. The second round, I vote for APC. 2012, I vote for APC. So me don't vote for all the major parties. The only one where I base and where I would say the major where I don't vote for now the UNPP can fast back. because Kale Young Line Party are not this Salone again with former, but all the major parties in Salone. So me not the one side. We should feel say today, or would have feel say this person they do something better if they come na power. And I need to vote for. And then I mean Democrats in America, but that don't mean I get for vote for Democrats every election. And if we try to change that perspective or get that perspective in a Salone, as a people, as a nation, say let we vote for who office in the best person. I don't vote for Mr. Kamara. Say I may need to meet up now already program and man go vote for. Or may need to meet up now online program. Or that man there Sabi and the area. Now, let we vote for the person because we not the right person. Let we not vote for him because we Sabi because we the same tribe men and we come on the same region. If we not change that one day, it gets so difficult for we as Sierra Leone.
What did you
talking to the government and the question you asked me? The next government, then tell them they talk about a whole lot of corruption, which means that they are test to there was a whole lot of corruption. But guess what? Money be the flow, things that be there, but not to the extent at which we did now. You go on for say times don't change, things don't happen. Yes, not true. But like I say this now. The increment money for the 100%. Me not to them say me I buy rest na Salone before I come. Like about a year or so ago, almost $1 million, 1 million for one bag rest.
Wow.
How much they take people na Salone? If somebody okay, they pay 2 million, who transports me? Where they pay for work every day? What you left now? They go buy one bag rest, they will get chop money. How corruption go down? So those are some of the things that we make us say, and next thing it was a little bit better. If the price that they pay don't work, so let them ace the minimum wage, let them begin paying people more. Now so oversee how they do. When things then go up, they have the people they pay. But shall they know they have to? If they say they go and they say they have 10%. 10% of 1 million, how much? I think it's like 100,000 or so. So they go 100,000 for you, what they do for you? The rest be on the 600, 500. Now you don't come on, they go 1 million. So what 100 will do? Transportation meaning now for prison for mobile, you pay almost 150,000.
Wow. I remember then that time when it was to go to Freetown was something like 12,000 or 10,000, something like that. Yeah, it was 12,000. You go to the 10 to 17, something like that. This is how I left it, something like that. I remember. So you see.
So now I don't think that they will try for say. Like I said, me not a political party. I don't belong to one political party. There are things where this current government don't do. Then they have to talk about where now one or two good things there. But overall, you ask me for rating, I know we will be a passing mark between me and you and any other person. And this not to the only online program where I don't do a live TV program then as Salone. People will know me. Why I want to say the truth before you are saying the truth, isn't the parents? So that's just me. We really expect this few years now we left, then it will change things. But right now, the government is not anything good for right home about.
So what do you think say not the biggest problem actually? What do you think is not the biggest problem?
One of the biggest problem is like my brother really tried to talk earlier. He talked about like we talk about human rights, but when we take the human rights, our whole topic on its own. If we come forward, if we want to talk about human rights violation or whatever, now we talk about communication. They not they communicate better. They not they communicate well. They only give information when they feel for you, which is not so is supposed for, not so it for me, and not supposed for me so. As the government are supposed for update to our citizens then every day on every activity.
I agree with you.
This government force, they get Ministry of Information. Then they get, I think, another department, something communication.
Yeah, they get Minister of Information and Civic Education. That's the office system. Yeah. Yeah, Minister of Information and Civic Education. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, nine.
Yeah, like they say, if like when this incident with the unit communicate to the people day by day, how the steps then they go. I'm not going to say everybody go the way we all are used to what's happening.
Yeah, sure.
The state house thing. When we take and say an accident, fire and an accident. But from that day, what's in the way would tell on a tangible thing?
Nothing. 30 days.
So those are the problems when we get. And not just that one day, something will happen, that one day you see this, and you talk about the old people that phone them, then begin to smash them. That is uncalled for.
Yeah.
That is on you, they seize the people their freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, we know say things that the way people not supposed to put on social media, but that is not one of them at all. I agree, say not to all three for let you live for video put on social, but that one day, of course you put out. Of course, people need for see.
Now one thing also I want to ask, because there was there's this rumor we actually be go on the social media, like even me, I had it so many times that Yenga, at least Yenga place has been actually sold. Like the president when President Bill actually sold this Yenga area to Mamadi Doumbouya and Guinea, the Guinean president. So I don't know, in your opinion, or what you understand, or what in actually you get. What do you think about this? Is it true in your perspective, in your area? What is it true, or what in actually now you take on that as to rumors?
First of all, me as an individual, I don't believe it's true. But like I said this now, these are things really come up because the government only communicate, they only give the relevant information out, so people therefore assume. The end are not so mad at you get it, not so SLPP government get it, and the Salone government get it. Mad at you on a job with Guinean, they all the Guinean is for my job. The time of the job done, they come on, not again. Before Madam Yoka, before I'm a school, the Chiyanka be lady. Before Chiyanka somebody else be lady. So my job will be given. So a noble seller and not believe say that may happen. Me say I read that somebody there are certain things, not to everything, especially like when we get platform them. I understand saying a question you ask and you write for us a question. But we get a platform, you therefore know things that we put out there a way you may take or you may believe. Especially if you get people who depend on you. Some people and then are Punado TV and depend by anything. I mean, I wait if Punado TV not talk. I don't believe how you get them people and they. Some of who don't in the media, small people who depend on we. So some man, you know what you wait for. You're not role model to people out there. But to me as an individual, I am not sure that information is true. And I only expect my other view for doing anything like that. I believe say you know better.
Well, actually, speculation they actually like they go on sometimes. They if actually he's not, or if he has not, or he has never done something like that. So why is he silent? As to what he just did, he's supposed to come to the public. Like they say, action speaks more than words.
Like we talk this now, he's the president.
Yeah.
But most of them things and they not to me as an individual. Supposed for come and address, and there are things that is supposed for come and address.
Yeah.
But like we say, we get a ministry and responsibility that one day for come and can tell the general public what's in the happen, what's in the go on. Not so in all cases we expect the president for come and can every week you see on a TV or on a radio for now. What's he get the ministry there for? Now he oversee, now he's supposed to put people on their toes, yes. But not to all the time and mother we need for experts on an Escoma, on a Donald Trump, who the American and American activity. No, I make you get press secretary.
Okay. Let me just come into the this thing as to what thing Mr. Kamab don't say just now earlier on what mean I don't discuss. And say this thing actually a big day during an Escoman in time. Whereas there was a negotiation as to what Mr. Kamara say. And you come in and say, okay, that wasn't a negotiation, but not so like a fixed negotiation or a fixed thing way, now a permanent solution we don't resolve. There was still issues out there, but you they expected like this particular bio governments come, then for don't like come in and actually and we see how they will resolve actually, or if we don't make a continue because you know like what they say, government and continuity, so therefore don't can continue side the Anescoma stop. Understand? But if we actually then able do all anything in the then it is still like the thing they go more like during a small way camp if you don't try for resolve that shit. But why this thing don't can raise now tension past the way how like it was during because during an small time these things nobody happen, nobody raise tension like that. But why now this particular government now thinks that they raise up more than the way it was? So why you think so?
So, me not a government spokesman, I'm not going to tell you why.
No, I'm just like this is just like your own opinion, new opinion. What do you think? Like what now? You do you think say why it like anything that they raise now than before? In your own opinion?
Because Mr. Presenter, if here you two get something, what would they fight for? Whether I maybe get on or you will get on. But then they try to make peace between me and you two for very still end up for belong to you or date to you or resolve in any way. We'll talk or reach certain stage, we'll stop. They are not saying again you come for can continue. And they refer to you now as Salone. Salone come for can continue this arrangement again for a week, for a month, for a year, 2, 3. And they go back and go check the water. Guinean a check and it tells you what and I try and you try. And we have to be very careful as Sierra Leoneans. If not, at the end of the day, that place in a place will get for loss. And I hope not. But if we not be careful, they therefore be so. Not so because Nigeria get time, but sometimes they just want for use, they get power or they get might, whether military might or whatever might we then feel to then get. Now that no matter the say they want for you. Nigeria gets that place the day, now then we get them 100% try to over that place. Then they don't take an as a long things from when this problem to this point.
No, the
so I just believe saying that because the government not they make the moves where they're supposed to make continue the negotiation, whether at table or wherever.
This thing. The reason what make if you talk about it got one is to government to like the question I ask you. The reason what make I ask you that question as to like the whole ones they will begin at the media them like. Now this is just like the 50 like way I ask you the question say why rumors they go to the media around the media say the man don't sell the place. So you say you don't believe in that because of A, B, C, and Z. Now I make I ask that particular question: why the thing they raise up now too much and it don't raise too much tension than before? Because if like the thing don't raise too much tension. I hope and believe, see, according to like the rumors that the media, also like what me believe, but according to the rumors the media make them just believe, see, the man don't sell the place. Let me ask this question. I hope you get started. Come on.
I believe, say, last year, was it last year or early last year? The Guinean president will come Salone. Maybe believe, say, that would be a perfect opportunity for that younger discussion. But did they discuss that? Me and you two don't know.
Yeah.
Like I say, the government only communicate.
So this is the problem because we don't know exactly what they can talk. They don't tell nobody what they can say.
No.
Yeah.
See, the people that stingy with information, the people that greedy with information, and this information was supposed for no.
Yeah.
We as the people of Sierra Leone, now we give them job now for we and the work. We work for the boss, we the week long, the monthly for give report.
Exactly.
Whether on a daily basis, whether on a weekly basis or monthly basis. And now we not them boss, now we give them job.
Yeah.
Now we vote them in.
So that's not the reason why I ask you that question. I make the people like they speculate on the media say it might don't sell yeah. Because if like things are just happening, no communication, no nothing. So we are just in that. We know nothing about that. So now I make I think say this is the reason why people are speculating on the media and say, oh, you don't sell Yenga, you don't sell Yenga, something like that. So this is the reason why like I asked that question. So Mr. Kamara, what do you think about the selling of that place? Do you think say like Bio don't sell that place? That Yenga place don't sell it? What's in your think on that? As to what did this brother back they say here?
Yeah, to me, I can describe that kind of allegation as baseless, and because I don't see any factual things where they back up that, because this dispute not just start today under President Bio. This is a dispute where don't they go on even before any of them were born. Pakaba also fights on the same issue, as I said earlier. Even after the war, even after the war ended, I think 2002, we all be able to see and follow up the diplomatic engagement between the Kabbalah government and the Guinean government. That's even though all other ECOWAS forces that withdraw, but the Guinean forces, them, of course, a bulky parts of them withdraw, but that group will be still there within that younger area and be always refused for handover that territory. So, I mean, when you look into all the factors in there, we see all the diplomatic engagement and thing in there. The issue was like partially resolved, I think, 2005. And then even when Anes came back into governance, we also see how the whole thing unfolded, where Guinean military, they come across the border, create some provocative situation, will be cause further diplomatic engagement, leading to signing of memorandums and so on and so forth, till even 2012. And even between 2012 to now. So this thing, don't they go in and off, on and on and off. But to the point wherein with the recorded videos or audios of gunshots being reported in that territory, people being forced out of fear, from moving at that territory, they go or elsewhere just for, maintain their safety. And if rumors and they out there, they claim saying President Bill sell our territory. To me, it makes no sense. And I don't even see any reason why you could do that, and because just like my brother just said, not to mother building property. Before even before mother building papa, then born and self, younger was there. Even before your grandpa was born, younger was there. So, I mean, just can't come up from nowhere and say one can sell them. No, they got sort of things that we need for sale. And what to me, say yes, he's specialized into now. So not too younger, forget it. But of course, to me, I see this approach as well as a test, as a test, for the bio-led government, if I can say that, not like a test for the bio-led government, whether or not it cares for its people and it cares for the sovereignty of Salone, I remember they asked a question earlier as to why we think, say, Guinea take this approach. That is it. Every leader, they try to look for soft targets. So Mamadi Doumbouya, when he came into governance, he's not a diplomat. That guy where all routine now for I mean, we know what the military they use. It's all about the barrel or so. So if he can get an update briefly that hey, look, we'll get a particular territory now, so part of this place don't be into dispute for so many years. But you know what? We'll get interest over that territory. What you do? You're not going to encroach here. So inside one flex a mostly military mind, and because say mother or in governments, as we talk, I mean, now a soft target for them. Say can they, do in party, do in military drills, because this is what the report is saying, that Guinean military guys, they come or cross borders, kind of younger, they conduct military drills, military exercise, without consent. Without consent. Okay, we can understand once in a while they can get some military, especially when a country to country they share border, something that they based on, a map or GPS misdirection, they can cross border, enter into somebody's territory. But this is not. This is premeditated, calculated, executed, and they stated even mount checkpoint inside Yange, depriving people and for cross going at their farms or so. So this is uncalled for. For me, this is a weakness from the Sierra Leone government point of view. It's a weakness, and we are calling on them, calling on the stakeholders to ask governments, to ask President Bill, ask his members of cabinet members, right? May they do something. They need to wake up. They need to send a fact-finding team over there. May them see what exactly they happen at the ground. May they not just rely on, ordinary citizens where they risk, take their time, go to that side, get some of the information that they see. Let them go there. They have the money to do so and get the resources for do so. And get the machinery to do so. Then get the human resources for do so. From what they say happen, we not hear anything from the Minister of Local Governments or Minister of Internal Affairs. We not hear anything from the Minister of Defense, because this thing have something to do with the national territory of the country, the sovereignty of the country. So these are people with, so the whole thing, just like I said earlier, lack of transparency. When government, they run in governments in secrecy, now some of them here they happen. And it's a shame that we got a leader where they at least manage the affairs of the country. In as much as we get other domestic challenges where they go on, we know that there is a highly reported cases of political intimidation. Yes. Going after the civic space. Yes. Going after dissent voices, people where they objectively criticize government, going after them. We know say we get economic challenges. We know say there are so many challenges. No, employment is an issue. People need job. We know so we not get lights. We know so we get road problems. But in the midst of all the challenges they are, that not lets you as a leader or commander in chief for ignore the safety of your people and your citizens. Because younger at the east, in Kailaun there, we all know say that Kisi tribe dominated area. Are they not Sierra Leoneans?
Yeah, of course. So Mr. Alba, just holiday. Now we try to release Mr. Brother Salah's quick. Because let we we'll get back on that we'll get for diving. Maybe we'll possibly bring them in back because two things we actually answer about just 2 hours. So one thing now don't take 1 hour 32 minutes. So we left for almost half an hour we want to do. So before we left Brother Salas, maybe we might bring them back into the next topic. I'll just ask Brother Salas one more question before they left, and maybe we might bring you back inside. So the question I want to try to ask you, Brother Salas, is that now I don't know if you hear the interview BBC with Umar Fufuna, one government official say
just 1 minute.
Yeah, until we based on the US. What thing he said was that they actually try for meet ECOWAS or find now the International Criminal Court. So like by so doing, you think like now the proper or the better way than the way then we will do for resolve this particular problem, Brother Salas?
Well, I don't know if now way they meet the international body will be the best, but I know say for discussing thing and a table, which man they say when gentility fails, then brutality takes.
Yeah, blind force.
Wait first, mid first, whether not ECOWAS, because we need for those who are Mano River Union country. Then we begin from that point, from there go to ECOWAS, from ECOWAS to go, because there are stages in even where you didn't at your office to work. You know, just being a free worker, you grab from you go straight to the general manager with some you get the supervisor, get manager, you get the charge before you reach to the CEO. So I just want to let them follow those steps. And I believe say we all know what's in a war. Some of we not small again where war be day. We know the wish and we know the hope for anything like that they ever come back to Salone. We know the loss of lives, properties, and everything. We're talking about people who just displaced yesterday. We see them don't go through. We see some of who go through how education they go behind. Some of who see on 2-3 years, let's end the day before member for continuing education back. So none of them things again happen. So if they say they want for me the international body, then I will gladly for them to do that day, but I only advise them and hope say they do them as soon as possible. And let them not just go to a point again, say, let them just find way for them, what happened yesterday, let just say to know. Let them make sure they then put the final nail and the coffee when it comes to this younger issue. Let them resolve and let it done. Let we all know, say, this place belongs to Salone or this place belongs to Guinea. Then we forget what I mean, we move forward. There are so much what the government need for do. Where we, the people of Sierra Leone, let the government do for. We not to every 6 months or every how many months or year, then we go back to younger. Because it's not to one thing, don't come for the past 4, 5 years. This issue don't come like a 3, 4, 5 10. Anything happen, loss of property, suffering, a whole lot of things that they happen. Resources, they go there. Like when my brother they say this one, the government get resources for do, but guess what? Now we money that they get for use.
Yeah.
Because they actually that money they all they use for sell, go salon. That money now they use for pay tax, and pay them thing and use that. Now that money they get for use, pay for people, buy fuel for them for good day.
Definitely.
DM, do all them things for more. So let this not happen all the time. And salon people now that we want. So as we know, so it's not cheap for our way and we get the own page. Let just resolve that we forget about and we move forward, we move on to things that way better. We as a nation, we as a country, we as a people, rather than for the discourse after there. To me, this not have to because this not for no result. Okay. Even though we're talking about their territorial dispute, and they not to come until they will say it is easy, but it is not easy. Then territorial dispute and they is difficult, very difficult. And the same thing that they begin from so Ukraine and Russia, the war, all the feel that pain there. So those are not easy things. No, we hope they're able to resolve that as soon as possible and the best way possible.
All right. No problem. So let me say a last question. Let just ask the last question. Just like I say, would it bring you back into the next topic? And let me say that now 2 hours would stream for, we don't stream for 1 hour 37 minutes. So like the last question on also the list. What thing you think say actually the government would do for remedy the situation or for put this situation to rest? What's in your suggestion or what's in your take or what do you think the aim will bring an everlasting solution for this situation actually solve?
The first recommendation we I do and say to the government let them know say now we give them office, now we give them job, let them communicate to tweet, let them do the information we deserve, not to favor them they do we. Now we write or let we know what things happen. Let them communicate to tweet and the right time. Not to where everything don't die that way people don't get interested. Like when this happened yesterday, they can't say that this and this will happen, and this should be good right now, and that this and this we expect for that happen. Now that we expect from the government and the one thing. 2, let them try as fast or as soon as possible for let them go on a table. Like when they don't see them meet ECOWAS or EU or whosoever they get for me. Let them do them as soon as possible. For let with brothers and sisters who mama they will pull away day on that suffering day, that suffering did not last over a week. Because like I say earlier, the country is so difficult, the country is so hard. If many people are able to displace again, then just they add salt for injury no more now. So now that is my recommendation. Let them do as soon as possible.
Okay, thanks very much, Brother Salas. I will get you back after we start the new topic. Thanks very much for contribution, participating on the program. I appreciate it so much. That's a wonderful analysis out there. I will bring you back to the program. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, caller, your name and Usai you call from. Yeah, I thank what I said. Yeah.
You don't face forward and number in other country.
And true. Okay. Yeah.
And one they don't kind of not happen. And then it happen in the way that people do not move like refugee. Now that just misunderstanding no much happen.
Okay.
Like from Pakabaite, take out to anything, of course. But this time now and worse, you know why?
No.
Hello?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Yes. This government
Yeah. Sorry for that.
Because from where this thing all starts, the transit when the foreign minister, I don't like only for this issue now life, not come to true. Commodity, Timothy did it now. Timothy don't lie. This thing not come to true. Timothy is the way the president here and Mama Dibia meet up in Senegal. They discuss about this issue. Mama Dibia know not about Sienga business. Commodity the transit say when Mama Dibia can be a Salone, now we can discuss about Sienga and we can copy from president. We national be like that. Commodity. The worst part of it now, which I give man that lost respect for we. From when they take your ambassador with cooking and the Emana and Guinea, they lost respect to like the long gap, Yenga to Alman Bangwa, or no more let the issue cool down. That's one. It's you always tell people there. Now offline. Now, not support people, want support of brother or party or region. Kaila people that stop us because no actually. One at Salone, but now some of the people that did it, now then say President Marabi wake up in the Puyanga, in Nasidama, in Ufetianga business, see Yanga. Now the promise that I know he did it. The promise that I know he did it. Now Yanga, we see that now Guinean they don't call, they don't come be military training barricade, and this is right now, Marabi will be nothing. But don't mortgage Kaila people, they don't mortgage Sarami to the cookie ambassador. And I'm here to sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. So Mr. Albert, guys, nobody on the screen making so what you take on that? What's this was I just say? You think it for afterwards?
I'm really sorry because I've been getting a breakage of network, and these are the reasons why this are switched over.
It's okay.
I only got the last part of a few sentences, few lines the way he submits. Honestly, I'll not be able to get them at all.
Okay. In the time was obviously like a minister come, he can stay in Timothy Bakam, he can see different things. So say anybody, what thing trying to say was anybody they come at the government, within a part of the government, they can see different things. This they can't say with this, that this they can't say with different things. And up to now, the problem we able solve.
Yeah, sure. I think this is not thing where we don't see time and time again. And you remember there was a time when this very saga, this Salone embassy saga in Guinea, involving the Sierra Leone ambassador, even the detention.
We're gonna call online. We're gonna call online. Let's just take this. Yes, call your name and Usaidi come from, please. Hello? Hello?
Hello, yes, sir.
Yeah, your name and Usaidi come from, please. Your name and Usaidi come from.
Babatunde Tijan from
Okay.
the United States.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Good. Yeah, this territorial what they call a wood so not to man in terms to begin actually because like, from the time when we young guy we don't begin here for parrot deacon in dispute. But one thing, the legality of this government not go make we able to face the international court. Nigeria began this with Cameroon for the Bakassi Peninsula. They're able to go to court because there were legitimate governments in this dispute.
Okay.
But like this here now, this we own now, we're not go able. There's no legitimacy in this government. And things that they went and call this government. I don't know why this cabal people are going to just come and impose themselves. They went and call things to spoil the country, impose themselves on people there. It's just unfortunate.
Okay.
And they use this guy by what they call. I mean, younger business from Taplima go by themselves, we don't do what they call them, not for today. But the government are not serious, all the government, not to matter you in the thinking. But like matter you now, if you don't train, I mean, we're not going to talk about that. Because like, one thing will make you stand for fight for your territory, now legality. If you not get done this, you're not going to start a war.
So I just want to go straight, like when they talk about this younger thing, what thing happened yesterday. So what's your take on that? So just give me like a 1 minute to decide. So tell me, what's your take on what thing happened yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, the list is because they talk about how the Guineans and the food. There are certain things that they're working from certain things them.
Yeah.
You know, between countries, you get some security apparatus or methods the way you go for you. If you feel safe, what you make the one they escalate the military moves then now, something they go on. But we not go know because the other people there, no they tell you true, they know they tell you what thing they happen. Something that go on with brother. Intelligence reports they make you know certain things then.
Okay.
We they know, we know what we they know. But now we left that to let God help, we let God help to renew.
I mean, okay then. Thanks very much for your contribution. We appreciate so much. Thanks very much. So Mr. Albert.
Yes.
Let we take on from there as to what in this caller they try for talk about here.
Yeah, the caller totally right. Just like I said earlier, this younger dispute not what today starts. This not same way gets even the historical roots, back into the colonial era, down to the rebel war. I mean, regime come, regime go, from the Sergeant Kaba to the Arnes, and now to Mother Bio. But like this move is precedented. It not ever really happened from a Guinean forces cross in, not to just conducting military exercise, but even, begin to fire gunshots, creating panic. Now they don't create, fear and instability in that particular area. We see, as I said earlier, we see the video, then the footage where you put up.
Law is called quick.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, it is live. Yeah.
According to the conversation, what do you know about Chenga? It will be a time. This is the first time they go capture Yenga.
Okay.
It will not be before.
Okay.
Because something they happened for us after the war, the Guineans and we them they not bound to.
Okay.
So when immediately, I don't know if they will go back or they know will go back. But during the Shekuchirentem, just after Shekuchirentem, you guys have a conflict between about the and we. But I don't know if they will go court or they will go court. But it's the second time when this not happen. What did they happen so? So I think it's an issue for try for that. Go dive into it. Now we know what they happen. But that policy. But I think I'm to international courts.
Okay. So what do you think say like what do you think say will be the suitable solution for remedy that particular thing for remedy situation?
Well, no market she says I don't know when I'm going so you know what that thing. But if we get elders when voice so way to stand, then if the delegation go na give me, then someone see what's in the reality. Because this thing will not be structured from now. That's the this thing not happy. And before the delegation go there, let them go see how to talk they go. If they're not satisfied now, let them take them to international go and participate. You
think say for take na the international community na the best idea or na the best solution and for do?
Well, what do for you? It's not so that talk with the number, but let's see when we talk no more. The best thing, if we bring the elders, where some people live, and for lead a delegation, make international know they lead a delegation to Guinea, then go on ask the man or then go talk about what's in the reality. Because right now, I don't think we know what's in the reality. Let's see the man the guy. And when you don't cancel, you don't do an hour, 1 or 2 things. But if you don't happen before, years ago, you don't happen before. Because that didn't took the station around that year, they did to do with the war of
Mommy, I just want to ask something. Like just like what what the chat was saying here, everything they happen is hidden. So we don't know exactly what will go on and what will happen. And then suppose for come and the public explain. So we ask then get 2 ministers and we are not things that in necessary for them get them kind of office and they get chief minister, they get minister of information, they get minister of information and civic education. So with all them body in the year, then they will come out, then they will get it actually the time for come out, they can explain to the people in like in them various local languages them. Because like me, I don't live Guinea. I don't live in Guinea for so many years. As a Guinea, wonderful one. In Conakry, to be precise, as a Conakry. Most of the information they talk on Soso, they talk on French. You know, they ever hear it announced in English or what I say, now the local languages and not so even Madingo. Because Soso na the general language, they talk on Soso. If you know somebody talk French, they talk on Soso. So that everybody go understand what thing they go on to happen. Guinea where they are. So what do you think they like nine lack now the country? Why like they hide the information? Why no nothing what they go on, what to happen? What do you think on your own opinion? Or do you think like nine they go on? Think something fishy they go on? Yeah.
2 things.
Yeah.
1, we know the leadership. 2, we know the elders. And we know the law. 3, I don't think any law they in place now. They don't make law funds that the wage that they take a big speed for build the court system and what's not all everything on starter. So the number 1 is we know the right leader, we know the leader. Then we know the elders then our country. So I tell you anything about who we go ask. What actually I want to ask some question. Some question what we need for you know what you say for.
Okay. But what I think like would they blame? You think still for blame somebody? Or what I think like the main problem there?
Talk to me. But I also ask for talk to me now. You get a member of parliament them. They will get the opposition them wait for stand at the parliament. Wait for ask questions so people understand. That's why the opposition don't put that in anger. We concerned. So we want to know. We got all opposition party then. We got 2 opposition party. Opposition party.
Yeah.
We get together one day. Why don't know what when you see the got together, people are mixed together. Selfish interest.
Do you think they like you get like a personal idea on you, not just be like a part of other people then, or what you think for other people like somebody is no more it is suggest or it apply because like them Western world you know sabi and then they the country then no more only for think about how the country will go, about the betterment of the country. So like you as a mama, as way we name the country Mama Salone, you as a mama, what do you think say na ain't gonna be like the solution personal until your personal idea say now this thing they would for they able remedy the situation of this problem?
And it's not a real yes, we tested now we continue now we get them. But this higher authority they talk. And higher authority they talk. I would just forget about this. If we not get that, so we not get we get president where you know the easier.
Okay.
Because I don't for take with the opposition for only the government to ransom. For saying we want to with the agenda.
Okay. All right. Hello? Still online? So guys, we don't lose that Mamini. Thanks very much for that wonderful contribution with the report. This is a mother. Okay. Hello? Network. Salone network. This is one Salone network. Hello? Mommy, is still there? Hello? Oh, well, don't listen. I'll pick this person call. Yeah, yes, caller, your name where you come from? Yeah. Alhamdulillah. I say good thing. You can go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I don't think say I'm not the only border with Guinea.
Yeah.
That is going a Mongo, not the border with Guinea. But one is some of such a thing happen, not happen.
Okay.
And in fact, that particular place, the Faraba district by Mongo Bendu. Now, Guinean network that they use, Guinean money that they use. You understand, eh?
I can get you clearly.
Why anger now? Why anger? Always not anger, always not anger. This particular administration, I don't know about how much.
Okay.
You know, the mobility they will point outright. Yeah, and the East always get problem. In the sense, the rebel war na starts, Corona Ebola starts. All bad things, anything start na the East, you know the end. But see, all start over. So this is the for take time. Mara be for take time. I don't know. And he let not see. And Guinea they on the John Taru. They're not on suspend by ECOWAS right now. And for going international court of law, that the solution and the board of Gumara be will not legitimize. I will as a government, they not be a legitimacy. They're not recognized as a president's full in cost. Yeah, you know, and a stolen money to the only. So you don't understand?
Yeah.
Now, big problem business.
Una no legitimate. Yeah. What you know legitimate? What you know make a legit? No, I just want to hear from me. You say man be not legit. What you know legit? Tell me ba.
What you know legitimate? Not to mention a US ambassador, the United States ambassador. Tell BBC nobody know the result. So you know they are our money. Now possible. Not to miss you.
Okay. We get you respond to it was that me Mr. Mr. Albatia, I go ask that question. All right, no problem. Thanks very much for your contribution. Just like I say. Okay. My opinion. So do guys drop a comment down respectfully and wake up, please come straight to the point. Anything way you say, anything now your opinion. I'm a very democratic person. Anything way you say, what you feel, as long as I can I say things them. So anything you think say now your opinion, but make sure you know more make them professionally. Okay, that professional way, so we will actually go in, but it's your opinion, if you say your opinion, I don't get problem with that. Understand? As this na me na democratic person actually. So Mr. Alba, this man say this person called by way traffic. Yes, call I name myself from. Yes, brother Salas don't call back. Yeah, brother Salas.
Yeah. I just want to say something out of this topic, this being that thing.
Okay.
And hello.
Yeah, I get you loud and clear. It is live.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, right now, I'm very upset about this issue.
Okay.
Very, very upset. Where I see me, Salone brother and sister, and the suffer so took the load, left the place suicide. Now they get up. Now they land. This is how we own land. This is how we property. We're Guinea for just as disadvantage, just enter our country because I don't know which weakness they see in our country. We give them the court for enter for Kango take Yenga. Just like that. You know, nobody no challenge them. Then they upset me, no like. You know, if not so we property, like we did draw, I go understand. But this now we learn. Why we lead them? Me not they blame no Mother Bill, but I would blame yes, Mother Bill for use for show strength. But they know what they ask me. But not to say they blame and they completely for this younger business, no. Because other government and they didn't power way younger than we don't begin taken away and they don't make nothing, they make blind eyes, they not care. You know, they're not taking a person as serious business. And if you rule a country, when somebody want to invade, now they stop and they no feel say you weak, say in the member for enter.
Exactly.
Get to the stopper.
Yeah.
You know, because if they don't, what they want to make right now, if that people that are taking that, they can't take all the villages there. That's not considered that it's the country with the whole side, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they say they can't invade. Then they thought, coming and to the sofa. It's not done for show strength.
Yeah.
For show strength.
Yeah.
No matter what, if for the fact that that man of friend say war go for them for let invade your land, then you see them relax, they wait they enter.
Yeah.
It's for show strength and now we get an man.
Yeah.
They won't sort out the problem now. They can't intervene. But we say how they say Western world. But you can attack Christian who not able to respond. Honestly, ask me,
I see you pain.
Me, you know, you know they can't enter on me out. You say they can't take me out, I left you. No, you may take her.
Yeah.
Maybe me on Irango, but me, you know they can't take me out. I tell you, they're alive. Now either you kill me or something happen, or you let this happen before. Now one of the two.
Okay.
You take the handy.
Okay then.
We got them for show strength.
Okay.
We not know so the one say we weak.
Okay.
It's a show for strength.
Okay.
You know, for tonight, if you don't know my folly and folly, put say, let them do it in a one day. No. What about go see this now? We get Liberia yonder. We get Guinea also. We get other countries in the back. Then they can't take advantage for we. They all can take advantage for we all know what to slave like the country.
Yeah.
We don't let the Chinese, they don't enter, they don't give them access. But then they can't do what they want. Safe. We don't safe. Government put some strength here, put something down. Where will make we safe? We not safe right now.
That's for sure. Thanks very much.
Yeah, nobody talk about so let's talk about
I see you point. No.
Sorry.
It's no problem. I see you pain, you anger. But thanks very much for your contribution. I appreciate so much. Let God bless.
Thank you.
Yes, call your name and also you coming from, please. Yeah, your name and also you calling from.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, they get you live. You know they will listen, then you want to talk. At least they watch the program. So what's the name and who say they call from, please? Okay, who say they call from? Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah. You see this younger problem.
Yeah.
This younger problem. Different. Sometimes you find Salone story. That's why they don't really understand me.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really, they don't say, I'm not gonna have to.
Okay. Yeah, I get you clearly. Go ahead. Okay.
All the time they try to blame say, oh, now this person, or okay, don't forget about previous governments. Because governments not continuity as they say.
Mm-hmm.
This one don't come out. With this thing, like this one and another can be worse. When they can't be food fed, can't be food. Or food in them in place. In the dress, look at people in the software, the kind of sham. It's very sadly done. But when they make the previous government or previous, what are previous? These are ongoing something.
Yeah.
But you know, everyone go to an extent to this. Where somebody can inside a place, it map the entire God. When I map now, you can actually that and so let the dog fire. That's what I can get the power. Yeah, that man, they don't wait Salone. You know, say today, the muscles are in 2 minutes. They are little bit after they come back. They call the cases in there. Say, one bullet, they come on a Salone. They only do that so they get. Now, civilians. Power. They will not shoot. When I have one plate, they fire under one plate. They will see them say, "I'm a woman." They don't need for us and then talk there for so this not to today begin, but they are always compromised. They don't want to come to this level. You know, I'm always someone they say, oh, like I cannot send it. Because if you not to send, if all this way they happen, you know what they see about that pizza. That's what they talk about it. Never. You might not hear. There are people that will say, this is not people that move. When they say that they come out easy.
Okay.
Area,
Okay.
you know,
to prepare for the community, no, what if I don't plan and the suffer? The man of our country. That is the honest truth, my brother.
Okay.
People still sitting there, talk all time with this. It's not about party, you know, superficial. For me, when you talk of love, you know, number one, people ever let mother you. When he says something, as a soldier, when he can, he will come put the country into a level ground.
Okay.
Not to this kind of way where the country don't go so. You don't care, you know, care. Believe me, not the second one said, if you did that now, another 2 days, you go down the back to go other side. While long to go to different things, but people are still deliberating their support behind this guy. Like saying now, what is said. Salone in a spell. Even the time they enter, the 10 minutes is not area. Nothing will happen. About nothing.
Okay.
No. You take the convenience. If not too sure I not say very well, not to even want to let them to the other talk about it. So one of the things we can actually before all of us in Ghana for support. Because it's not to say you can have the host, talk meeting, then you say that to say, I will tell you at the host list. No, don't come here. But the support is not to see it happen. Who said this don't happen? When the man come out, you can't hold in a high condition. But when they talk, then you can for politics. It's not about politics. The guy that not getting just for the country. You can't say the top part, not to kill the all the good box. You know, family couple who say when they put the ground there. It's very sad. Salone is very sad. We are very dishonest to listen. Very dishonest. You got to tell them what I want to talk. You understand me?
I get you.
They need to know that and the key issue. People, they are people the way to say they like the way to speak for how. They're happy. I'm telling you, they're happy. But we, all the say, what is like that we have with brother and the car. I'm not talking about the brother. I'm talking about outside.
Okay, let me try for pick another people and call them. So I don't know if you can call back. Like just try for pick this call, right? So yes, caller, your name is inside the phone, please. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Your name is inside the phone, please.
Sorry for calling the second time. Not to that. Just what.
Well, player, please, you get 1 minute. Just a minute, please. Just a minute. Because you don't call this one.
From the fifth to last speaker, you are reading. You know, from where this younger thing begin years back, not of today begin. One day, Guinea soldier they not come, they shoot the place day. Something they go on there. Yerida man telling that that trouble begin. Something they go on, or let them hide and away.
Okay.
That thing the people that notice, now make them do everything that they do.
Okay.
They get reason for doing and they get intelligent.
Okay.
They get reason for doing. And they see what thing we know they see. Something they go on. One day, from where I begin, from where that thing begin, from where I take part of the state day, one day they don't come, they shoot day.
Okay, thanks very much for your contribution. So, Mr. Albert, let's just come here. I'll let you respond to this last caller. This second to last caller, I was going to say, like, problem no ever happen at that younger. So, now why this particular time around, there is something going on way hidden. So, what the get was it? Just take me through a bit.
If we look at things that we don't unfold the last few months or a year, if I can say, especially involving the Sierra Leone ambassador in Guinea, where they intercept with illegal substances we believe in cocaine, according to what we've seen on news. And in a situation like that, would you feel say they're not the driving seats between Salone and Guinea? Because somebody, when a diplomat, a Sierra Leonean diplomat, move illegal substances, criminally enter with them within the territory, disguising them with a diplomatic car, and he was apprehended right inside Guinea. So that alone, Guinea already gets an edge. Look, Guinea, even if they want to build a barracks here at that site today, they can build it. I can tell you this. If mother want call for do anything, then people here, the Guinean, get the button where they go press. And mother not go want for me that somebody press that button there right now. Mother or any of the members or in cabal not go want for me, this guy in Guinea press that button. Which I mean, for draw more international diplomatic attention. That would happen. So Mamadi gets a driving edge right now against Mother on this issue. And he don't demonstrate military might as well. He don't bobo Mother. He bobo really. And but again, I wonder we also know say within the people of Yenge, they face the last 24 hours or the last few days, it's nothing new to Sierra Leoneans. The same fear, the same trauma, and disappointment and displacement where the people in Yenge they face right now are the same thing people in Tombo face. People that would just want to demonstrate their own democratic rights, fundamental rights, the way they may just want to demonstrate them or exercise them. Military presence and police presence, just like within videos we see in Yenge, they happen. We see Sierra Leonean military and police presence begin to shoot sporadically, kill people. Now the same fear, the same danger, the same displacements the people of Makene also don't face. And they don't face them from Guinean military, they face them from Sierra Leonean military and Sierra Leonean police. Now the same fear, the same danger, the same situation where the people of Mine 91 face, where women them picking them, Bella woman they took them picking them middle let they run go na bush. The same fear, the same trauma where they face, now the same thing they see the people of Yenge they face. The only difference is the people of Yenge, they face that brutality from Sierra Leonean military and police, and they face this brutality from a foreign invading troops where they come from Guinea. But that also showed the weakness of Mother and the government. Because if you think you are so powerful with all these military guys and police guys, well armed, and with all these kind of machineries where they always display for intimidate, critic voices them. If you have all this military might, what are you waiting for? Why you know we're going to Yenge and protect not just your territory you want to protect, but you are protecting your citizen, because that's part of your responsibility. Protecting the sovereignty of your country and protecting your people are part of your mandate. You can't just use military and police to bully and subdue, intimidate people away by listening to critic voices. And criticism are part of governance. It's part of governance.
That's true.
You're not going to stop here, you're not going to suppress them. It's a democratic right.
That's true.
Even you as a person, Kevin. Yes,
yeah, I get you. Yeah, go ahead.
So, even you as a person, if they don't criticize you, you never will make amends. Because
at all.
Every one of we got weaknesses. So now those criticism, now then we get for accept. We look yourself, go sit back on the drawing board, reflect on yourself. This area wouldn't criticize me. What I need for do? I need for improve this. I need for improve this. That is it. The same in diplomacy, the same in democratic governance.
Yeah.
But look what's done happen the last few years. We know about the extrajudicial killings the way they happen in our country.
Yeah.
Where don't they happen there? We know about the shrinking of civic space. We know how people just because they talk, objectively, calling things out, they have been apprehended. Some of them they kill them. Some of them they set them up. Even Christmas, they have been bullied, beaten up, locked up just because they criticize. So if you get all this power, all this might, what are you waiting? Yeah, then a caller been talk about ministers and like they come with mixed information. It's nothing new. As I've said, as I've been saying earlier, we see the inconsistency between Timothy Kaba and Chernobyl. We had the information minister, and the foreign minister.
One of the minister where what in one talk no more, what in suits and no more, don't like what in brother Salah is no. Now what in suits and no more, in the case, not what happen no.
That guy, the thing is, Chernobyl, he misroad. The best way for them good for
in a minute when he lie, in a minute when he lie, he talk with
a misroad. The best way for them good for now, I can tell you this, Kelvin. This guy, get what it take for me to be one of the most renowned alpha people. If I don't just concentrate and improve yourself in Islamic studies to become alpha, but I mean, when you look at that person, even when you look at him, as a person, say this now we Minister of Information and Civic Education, you'll be disappointed. If we open a mouth, you'll be disappointed. Look, this man gets a town hall meeting with the president. A town hall meeting wherein you call it open. You call people in for calm. You call people in for calm and ask questions. I remember a young lady grabbed and asked a question, and this guy is using platform as a minister sitting next to the president. He humiliates this young lady. He embarrasses her. He called her name. Even other security forces for match them out. This is the man where they talk about civic education. When even the government need more civic education than the people of Salone. The current government, or the cabinet of Mada Bio need more civic education than the people of Sierra Leone.
I was having that video somewhere.
So, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So within these people na younger they face, my brother, it's sad, but it also shows, this is a test case for mother. For sure, within now your stance, are you committed to protecting the sovereignty of the states? Are you committed in protecting lives and property? Because look at them picking and they way that man, the popo, or other people in the totes, they travel that time of the night. Anything can happen on the road. Sicknesses. Me and you don't even know whether they don't even get food from yesterday to now. Me and you don't even know whether they get people that way they look after them now, give them that support, that psychological support. Because even hosts, when I used to say the volunteers say they transfer from this host to another host. When you move into a new host, normally it gets some kind of psychological effect. Not to talk, say you left out of fear, you left out of instability, you left out of intimidation. When somebody just can't parade the military, waiting save them on armament, that's alone they get an effect. They left them family. And some of them, the only thing they know they do in that area there are them businesses then. Go catch fish, go on a farm, get them, produce them, take them across the border, go sell, get some money, come and take care of their family. So how are they going to survive now? How are they going to survive? So that area for now, a disputed area. We need attention. That area and a disputed area with a need for send a fact-finding mission team at that place there. Either it can be, a combination of civil society, even religious leaders as well, or religious council, if I may say, and of course, members from the government as well. And of course, they also get other organizations then, where they cater for them kind here. The United Nations then as Salone, they operate on Salone. Other UN agencies and they do. There are other international organizations where they operate inside Salone. They need to get some of them guys on board, make them go there, go assess the things the way they happen there. Whether anybody get a right to encourage somebody in country. This way happens so now, like what would they say between Russia and Ukraine? Now, like, what do they see? What did happen between Russia and Ukraine? So back to the issue of inconsistency with the ministers as one of the callers and say, yes, we don't see that. We don't see that all the, like, this they come and debunk this one. There was a time when Chernobyl said, in fact, as in the talk, the Salone ambassador, it didn't say Mutokana they come. Anytime from now, it reach Salome, it reach Piton. Then, Timothy Kabak came and debunked that. Say, no, that's not, in fact, they're not been get that kind of engagement there. Now, so kind of engagement and be one. So, would I believe now?
I think it was something like this, right?
People like they suffer for it right now. Rest now 6 millions. Allow me.
Something like this, right?
Exactly. This
was the whole meeting, exactly. This was the time.
Give me the mic. No, it's not for ABC. Me na SPP. Me na SPP. Me also from SPP. Okay. Allow me. Wanna allow me?
So this was the scenario.
Yes, this is just one of the cases scenario. We can name them. We can lay out the whole net and begin to name them. Now, just one, and this happened. This happened right before the president. He humiliates this lady, and we don't see all that. We see what they happen. When a government they avoid accountability, when a government they avoid for accept responsibility, now then see how they arrive at. Now then see how they arrive at. And of course, one of the callers they talk about the illegitimacy of Brazil.
The last thing I want to talk about, I don't think that we will talk about this samurai thing, but let me be this next program will dwell on that. So I will explain to them what this legitimacy say might have been not legit. But before I jump inside, I just want to report this more. And you can decide. And they talk about legit. It's a might have been not legit, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand what you mean by legit and illegit. It's not legit. I don't know what you understand by that legit. Say there are certain people in there, like especially we Sierra Leone, Africa. There's difference between right and right. People in say they not sabi the right. They don't know nothing about it. They want only what people they tell them. Now in the process and brain. There is a difference between I sabi me right and I work towards me right. Go to the law say, or I know me right as a citizen, or I know what the Constitution say as a citizen. As to what they tell me. But get people in the Salone, even some of them they know the right to, they know before saying that this and that in the book. But then they believe in what person they can tell them more than what thing inside the book. Even if somebody can tell them something, no before say this thing not only inside the Constitution, not to the right thing is but it follow up. Okay, all the people in the back of Salone we say they don't know nothing about the Constitution, they don't know the rights. Now what you no more somebody can tell them now they believe. You don't take a car put whatever on. You know they ask further. So other people many or to name say different people. Maybe if you ask if one person can say something, ask on the other part. Like the opposite part. Not the only possible you left, possible sabi understand. Ask others that others label understand exactly what they go on. It is about legit. I'm not say this illegit, they talk about so this is from the samurai camp. Because this thing are the worst scenario where they talk about always say Marabuna illegitimate, not to this, not to the you know what they will use. It say why even for an ask if you know what they say. It say na how they call by the US ambassador na how US ambassador way not a part of the Constitution, in a Salone, to Sierra Leonean in an American, they can tell you say this man not legit. This man don't know this. When the man will contest the election with in accept the man have been the president, other than me and you for say man have been not legitimate. Tell me, brother. So don't like I say in your opinion.
Yeah, and you know the issue is that Kelvin, in a situation, especially in diplomatic space, it gets what they call fanatic supporters. You know, and we see that all over the world. You know, even in America, so in America, you know, you get supporters that we still believe say Donald Trump, you know, illegitimate, right?
Yeah.
And of course, even Salone, go back to history when during the leadership of Ernest Koroma, you been get die-hearted people where they openly describe themselves or identify themselves as SLPP, and these are SLPP fanatics. They always believe, say, Ernest not ever win the election because now waiting mother tell them. And then stand on that, and nothing ever make them change that belief there. And nothing not the way you tell them will make them convince say Ernest will win the election. Right? So, of course, back to the very election where the man where the caller where they claim say mother not illegitimate. I'm not there for debunk what he say. But again, when we look at based on evidences and what we see, video evidences, then testimonies, then we will see both from international election observers to local election observers to other political parties then we take part in the elections, you know, I mean, and all different groups as well, where they observe or be part of that process there before the election, during the election, even after the elections. I think we got all the reason for we genuinely say these are the speakers of Sierra Leone. I am not here, and they do my best to make sure say I remain objective in anything where they do, anything where concerns Salone. Because the country where we are coming from today, when you try to say the fact, the truth, then go label you say you know SLPP or you know APC or you know PNP.
Exactly.
But that not gonna ever distract me. So like when we combine all them things there, they highlights the year, both from international election observers to local election observers to other political parties, political representatives, you know, organizations and so on and so forth, including the Carter Foundation, you know, including the Marcelo Samba organization, or I call it civil society groups. The new. So all of their wire highlight irregularities, malpractices.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say they ignore all that. But for make the NEC, you know, or Electoral Commission in ECSL, for make ECSL remain reluctant till today when we the talks to for post the disaggregated data on the website, for post the election result on the website, like within any other commissioner that they do in the past or past elections. I think when we consider all the scenarios there, it gets a reason for concern, right? And me and you know very well that it take a long time before even certain head of states them being congratulate Mother Bill.
Yep.
It takes time before certain organization them congratulate Mother Bill. We know why it takes time for me to do that.
Yeah, Mr. I know. I know.
Because people there will be the lobby behind the scene for them to be recognized, for their legitimacy to be recognized. And leadership, I mean, immediately you win, the way they see the process, the way they see the whole thing unfold. Now people are going to beg for actual number for call for congratulate you or recognize your legitimacy. But for people to be used behind closed door, behind the scene, to lobby certain head of states for them to acknowledge the fact that I won that election, it's a shame, it's embarrassing. And a case like this, you say you want for, I mean, and they support any escalation approach on the younger issue.
Yeah. We just like they analyze the issues no more as to what thing then at the point of view. Like it is just like this inside the person because you don't know much, you don't know better as to how we know what thing they're going to happen. So based on that, like we try for like they explain to them.
Yeah, exactly. So on this younger issue, imagine somebody where they even fight for justifying legitimacy, and you want to take somebody go at the international court of justice, international court of justice, and mind you, land disputes will involve two countries. Especially history, the dispute where gets a long history like this. I remember, I think 2021 or so, something come up where they even request documents them way old as 1880 something. Imagine that. They request on a document a day that the two sides for, because they be one for justify the demarcation, you know. So imagine from somebody, a leader like this now, we go on for take this matter going at that kind of level there. You know, we insisted they even fight, you know, for justifying illegitimacy. With all this kind of stain where they happen around we, you know, harboring certain, you know, a particular individual where they know now also part of the world, and we all know what's in that kind of policy they do in the country. So putting all these things together, you want for going to the International Court of Justice for fight for your land. This is not a one-man show. Anything not a one-man show. You need allies. You need backing. You need lobby. If you don't have allies, believe in me, they're not going to even mind you. They go just talk to that young hand. I'm over to Guinea. You need allies. Just for example, you know, imagine even with all this support, with all this you can get, with all the allies where they behind them for justify say no, and then get this territory, but somebody will get that military power, gets all the military mind, the military technology is still a continue for bully. So what more will they talk about Guinea Salone? So if you declare to justify your legitimacy, we not even guarantee, then you want to make a grab go, you know, go to that again, you know, or something else. Say if we're going to court, International Court of Justice, we go fight for land. You know, it can do many things. What if you do that, then Mamadi say, you know what, if you see you going to that court today, so God, this case, we ambassador can begin to use here as a hub. At the brand Canada, me will take Canada the court, and they take and go international, you know, the International Court of Justice as well. Many things will come out. So Mother, they play the safe card now. Mother getting waiting said to protect. You know, I get what they try for cover. So on this younger issue, Guinea at the driving seat. These guys, they will continue to remain dormant. They will continue to remain silent on this issue, and they will continue to misinform the public on this issue.
Me, I just want Robmot also to this present view in illegitimacy way this scholar, this second to last scholar team talk about. You see, present view no legit as to what he try for deliberation. I just put this thing clear here. We all know, majority of we in the media, we can listen. We know exactly how these things go. We follow that particular election bumper to bumper. We see, as what you see earlier on, all the observers, the international observers, both international and local observers that were there, who witnessed actually the elections, they say there were so many malpractices. So many malpractices take place, and even you and I, even me and you will see, we see exactly what happened. I don't know if I can get some evidence. If you can take a look at like this one, these are some of the evidences there. Take a look at this. You see number plate, ballot box them, they stop them and take away from ballot boxes. These are some of the evidences that we like, not only like in talking, but like then bringing in, you know, evidences in the way they actually bring in. I don't know. I think I have more, but let me just stop to this one. Let me just go back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So, like some of the evidences there, all they've been there. The opposition we actually we contest this election. He saw all those things. He knows exactly what was going on or what is happening. Because he knows what's saying they see, they listen, they listen to radio, they see exactly what happened. I don't see they watch on TV. He know, he understand what did happen. So we all that observe and I can plain as we see the election free and fair. And so many irregularities then when it happened. And even there was time we they try for the cement and project it in the big screen. This was the way then agree on the say they for project it in the big screen, whatever the way they go on, where they do inside there. We say all the observers indeed they say they for project on the big screen, then everybody see. Then there is less transparency. They say no. That was the first step. There was no transparency. It is like some areas that they say where some people they go and vote, they didn't agree. Then ballot, then go ballot, then late hours on some areas, then we left as to a result of many not just vote. All things they will see. But that no mean say Samura be don't win the election. And even when the result and come out and say Samura get 50-something points, something which of us are according to the results they come out saying and win the elections. Right? We saw all those things. And even the observers and the Gira witnessed it. Then, but if you go back to the constitution, Salone constitution, what do you say about presidency? Who have for announced president? About the announcement of the president? What do you say inside the constitution? The only possible way. Yeah, go ahead.
At the head of commission.
The only person who get a right, who get a mandate. What I get a mandate? Me get a mandate.
No way.
Me and you and I Salone, you know, get a mandate for talk. So wouldn't an international commission go Canada? They can't say kaka. You not even. Then get a mandate. Then get that executive order or power or authority for can announce somebody saying that even election and get a
yeah, but the fact is that Kelvin, in as much as the Constitution empower the head of electoral commission, again, all them privileges and they all them powers and they, and not mean say you will take the chance of abusing or misusing the process leading to the announcements.
Yeah, you go. I can't not end that side.
I'm not there for claims that Samora was a president or win election.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I'm not there for saying Mother Bill no win the election or so, but the process in which he was eventually announced as president of the Republic of Sierra Leone by Mohamed Kone, that process was cooked. The process was, everything was cooked.
Mr. Kamara. I'm not say you for talk this thing. Just like what I don't say, according to the constitution, the only person get rights for call elections result. That is the returning officer when I neck. That's the only personally because I don't talk. I'm not say you for say these things. I'm not say you for talk. But me really want to say this.
Yeah.
Upon all this irregularities, the way they don't find the election of free and fair, and we see it. But I don't say one person don't win the election too until the neck officer call the results. And when you call the result, because according to the constitution, if you think are not going okay, all right, you get right for filing it on the Supreme Court. But the so-called Supreme Court where we get today, if you file a case in the Supreme Court, is this case gonna actually turn into something? Are they gonna actually say the right thing? Are they actually gonna treat it like the truthful way? Are they gonna judge this right way? This is the question. Back to my point for me. Kone not actually get the right for announce wrong results as to in country. Because if he announced wrong result, the thing where the person will not win. If you go Guinean, which of us it don't damage the country, but then no one know about that. This is sad. No one know about that. But again, when somebody watch you ping in public, he slap you, is right?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Right.
Somebody, uniting. I see one public. I can't all I put in all now so. I watch you man slap you because small begins a small begin on a public or somebody. You know, they watch face. Even at school say or in a working place, don't I didn't working place there. If you a boss or what is the way one send one, they watch my face them. If they watch the money face, the way face on back. The way somebody go on back in face, you know your man call them, you know your man send them. Because the way they see face. So before somebody they watch you slap you, it's them by you. You don't understand?
Right.
So if it's someone will contest the elections, then I mean point why are they say upon all the irregularities and the way don't happen, that don't mean say pseudo person win election. So if the next officer don't call the result, if the boss will contest the election, not say in one shot thing according to the result when again and I win the election, or even if they go back for a non in the win the election, You know, go let go of something. There are certain things, and even when they not announce the man, certain steps and the way the man we don't take. What are the next steps there? You all in MPs and me say they need to take pass, but no, they need to take no pass for this man in government. This was the thing where they put right. They put this thing right, and I know be the main contestants. So you don't put this thing. And me, according to the constitution, one party they function as government, one person they form government, right? So if they stand on that particular area, then they don't stand there. How the man in government for they will run? Let's say for run lobby from January to December. In fact, the whole world, let's say now Russia go lobby. What that crazy? If not able to form government, if I want no more, you know they will form no government. So for letting someone Kamara, incoming can partner with this man. He go see this man. Secretly, you know, tell nobody after we don't go see him. When people in life, then they are stake. Ain't they see what thing happen at the country, what thing you go on. Ain't go see this man. Anyway, contest election, no, not to me, you anyway contest election. Ain't go see this man secretly. They're not only see now the problem now. You don't go see him, right? Why no can't tell the public? He can't explain to the public. Why not can tell the people? So now we will find a solution as to what to do next. Then he keep on to himself. Even if the West people they want come out to the people then, it is same people then for letting them can attack the people the way they want can talk the truth. So if we not connect with the president now and he come out plain and call the president say President Bill, wouldn't me and you go for call man Bill illegitimate. So you see the point to say the traffic cam. You know, me say like I know what for the possible call out na in opinion. But if you contest election, then you call them the person don't connect with you, then you call them the man come call man Bill President Bill. So then they call then the supporter they call Samura Kamara as President, His Excellency. Why do person they call His Excellency? In they call Manabio President. What's illegitimate? How no, I take myself. So what's illegitimate way Manabio illegitimate? Where the possible contest they don't recognize and say I'm president.
Yeah, then go call him as president because in the CC they give Independence Day speeches. Maybe not that making they call him President Samora or the president whatever. I don't know. But
just take it. Yeah.
Vice President, United Nations Resident Representative, members of Parliament, cabinet ministers, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, co-chairs and members of the Tripartite Committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans. Today, we are taking another giant step in carrying forward what President Bill and I agreed in order to find a peaceful resolution to the political stalemate following the contested outcome of the June 24, 2023 multi-tier elections. The resulting inter-party dialogue is arguably the most peaceful and multi-stakeholder out of court settlement.
Don't listen this words. So what
That
you
is
know,
it.
what you make the man not legitimate?
That is it.
Anyway, so you don't steal everything. So why me no for acceptance? You know,
I mean,
it took all you say. It takes time for them to be able to recognize them. But after all this thing,
yeah.
why people not recognize the man? What make the man illegitimate?
No, well, it's okay, Kelvin. As I say earlier, you get fanatics where even if you put knife at the throat, then we still believe say our word when you talk, so you will still repeat them. That's the thing. These are political fanatics. Nothing that will change their mind. Now, what they believe, and anything where them believe says they come from their camp, and this is what they will stand on. It's a fact. Nothing that will change them, and they will stand on it. And yeah, and of course, now their right for believe and think that way.
And they're right.
Their right for believe and think that way. Of course, that don't mean say they justify, the legitimacy of this man. Even though they call him President Bio, like many others, because now the name that they call him. But he knows the whole process that was used to arrive at that point was not done in a level playing field. Everything was done crooked. Everything was manipulated. I believe that fact, based on evidences that we don't see, based on statistics that way different observers then publish, we believe that fact. Me in particular, convinced that election was one of the most fraudulent one ever conducted in Sierra Leone. Yeah.
Obviously, then I agree with you because evidence and to the effect. Evidence to the effect. But if he what way who things say will rely on things say na info no cause them in accept so then are we? So this na reason I make mommy say accept so because the boss will be say na who things say na in contest with the man we them vote for. What will all be things say because since the people that be BNM, we all say okay because now the people that will talk about what the people they want now who they want for. So who thinks that that kind of position? So if he accept the man, he legitimize the man, so then are we? So that's
according to the question we ask about the Supreme Court, whether we rely on the Supreme Court, Kelvin, it's not secret anymore. We all see the ideology where Madabio Brinker, the ideology of state capture.
Yeah.
Even as we talk, as me they talk, he's working on plans. I see the post before even I come on air. I see the post on Twitter. They plan for I think install or appoint a chief justice. They try for appoint a chief justice. So you want for get chief justice where they come from in camp. Anyways, then we'll get to no reason. But these are all reasons to see how they build up, the momentum within a state capture camp. We see how he do that with the military, with the police, even parliament, of course, the judiciary, you name it. These are the reasons why you see police and military can go any part of Salone, kill somebody, nobody is there to ask a question.
Sure. That was sure.
Police will take a gun, you criticize, say, or maybe you just mistake, you call matter in a wrong way, where maybe not by mistake, you are considered a threat.
Yeah.
Terrorism charges that will be surrounded with you. And the worst of it now, with this cyber law bill where they pass, when they use that for terrorize people, terrorize the civic space. It's a shame. It's a shame. And these things have to stop. They really, really need to stop. And thank God we still get, civil society, groups them or men them, both men and women them, we still get the courage in the face of bully, in the face of intimidation, they get the courage for, they talk certain things. Yeah. But we also see the number of civil society them, we either end up, crossing camps or intimidators or even left the country. We see the intimidation. We even see how a Dutch journalist, what happened, you know, therefore a small land, you know, deport them out of the country just because she wanted to bring light to things happening there. We see what happened with our hunts, the lady called our hunts.
Yeah, because of it all.
Where they come at home, you know, I mean, talk on things where it criticize governments or the president and the wife. Who are they? Even President Trump and the wife, they receive the most hated criticism. When somebody criticize you a few years ago, and this person go on Salone on a program, a social program, how do you call it? It is live. You know what they talk about, you know. Program. You know, this lady there, now a live TV program. You see how state operators, them police in plain cloth, come and abducted her. That was kidnapping. That was not an arrest. That was kidnapping. We see how the whole thing play. She can go to prison just because she criticized government while she was abroad. And because the lady been in Canada and they had no chance to apprehend her or do anything against her, waited until she got back to Sierra Leone. We see what's happened. She was kidnapped live on television, taken to custody, and a few days later, what we see we didn't do. They brought her, brought a government blogger, cameras were placed in front of her.
Yeah, they go act a film.
And then tell her, say, may talk, what see they want for you. And she did that. But of course, we know say she was doing that out of duress. Yeah, we have forces behind. We force her for it. And you see what happened?
Yes.
Eventually, when she eventually gained her freedom, she found herself back in Canada. We see even the Canadian ambassador in protest of that. He resigned.
Yeah.
Because that was an abuse to the highest level. Why should we continue to have a government that somebody cannot criticize? It make any sense? No responsible government will claim say it don't need criticism. We need to have to reduce the civic space by suppressing critic voices. Believe me, even investors, them will go on for Canada country for go invest, they will run away. Because nobody now want to go invest in penny in a country where people are not getting the freedom for talk. People are not getting the freedom to do what they want to do. Even you as a company owner, you as an employer, you not get right. We see what's happened at Kono recently with this mining company, where a whole first lady using office as a first lady, as the wife of the president, they go there, go disrupt the whole company operations. And most of them people and then now, where them people are don't put on hold, whether the mining corporation, the mining still operates, I don't know. But think about how are they going to get jobs? How are they going to be employed? You they criticize a company where you and your man, since you not come into governance, when unable to provide the employment where the people need. And a company they where they provide employment and when they for criticize, create chaos, you know, leadership, tussle of leadership. This one won't be party head, this one won't be for flag bearer, this one then at this camp, and so like it's crazy. And whether they suffer are the ordinary people.
It's the biggest problem, Andy. It's not the biggest problem.
And when you speak, they consider you a threat. When you speak, they go after you. You know, they get cyber army. They're recruiting boys, you know, boys and girls, recruiting them. Both Sierra Leoneans and non-Sierra Leoneans, and they say this with facts. They have non-Sierra Leonean cyber army. Where they pay for go after people.
You see what thing actually we talk about our hunt in problem. What will be more than about our hunting issue is this. Our hunt, when you think about the whole show, it's like a script. Like we see, guys, no more freedom of expression, freedom of opinion, not a freedom of movement in the country.
No, but Kelvin, I'm sorry for interrupt. I'm sorry for interrupt, but I know I may say like what we say there is The way you use the word, like when we say there is no freedom of expression, because me, you know, say there is freedom of expression at that country there. There are things, especially if the only freedom of expression we're gonna Salone, if they talk to support governments in their wrongs, call it right. That is the freedom you have. But
that's
them up. You speak truth to power, my brother, going after you. You will see trucks loaded of military and police surround your premises by tomorrow morning. You
That's true. I agree with you, Nasai. That's true. That's true. I think say what you mean actually believe in recently, like I think freedom after speech. No, before speech now get freedom before speech, not after speech, because you only get freedom where they know you they can see. But after what you don't talk, I think it's trouble they come. When they talk, the name will step we that moment because you get freedom before speech. Now again, as I will not get freedom after speech. Now freedom before speech. Because when you don't talk, now you see Salone freedom before speech now gets not freedom after speech, freedom before speech. Like where one can talk something, they don't know what they can't talk. I begin to talk blah 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 blah. As you don't so freedom after speech. Well, now they hand you this is salary for me and you. So like back about hunting is the way this first of all. If you see the angle or how or the movie, the script when they act for can actually arrest our hunt. But let me ask this question actually we are able to get answers from. What's not this question I ask? If you listen to Fatima Biu when I'm the mommy of the house, on a video, if you know get no clue, you don't know nothing about how our hunt in arrest one, you don't know when they arrest them, you don't get no idea how or when they arrest our hunt. According to in Sylvia or Linga Blind, I can reveal the message to and say, they don't arrest suppose you, they say now you actually arrest them, now you give order, or now you this, now you would say family and go arrest them. And they say, me? I say no. According to things, you're not this it's not a whole thing position now, right from the horse's mouth from Fatima Biu. That's a video now in Facebook. So like I begin to wonder, I say, what no? What's this problem lies? Like this crime, like the police the way they can arrest, say according to them, they put the blame on say na Fatima Biuba or Mara Biu, na then make a report against this person, right? Now they can arrest this person here. And the person when the person wanna say na make a report, na actually order. Men they can arrest this person here. The person say he don't know nothing about this person arrest.
No, but Kelvin, the question is, why are you surprised? Show me one instance. I want you to show me one instance who say Kelvin did it. I want you to show me one instance. Show me one instance who say the president, his wife, who is the first lady, or this government as a whole. Show me one instance where they accept responsibility for the failures or the mistakes.
Well, this is the thing I think here. Because the person wanna say, now make this allegation.
Defensive. This is all they have been doing. They will just come and defend. They will never take responsibilities.
If you say you don't know,
they enter a Panemba Road prison. Imagine these are prisoners inside prison, massacre them, kill people there. Till today, they take responsibilities? No. They grab then go during election day or just after the announcement of election, went into the APC party headquarters. Bullets were fired to the point that they killed somebody. They ever take responsibility? No. They went to Tombo. Me and you know what's happened there. Where people and just want for exercising rights. People were killed, massacred. Did they take responsibilities? No. They went to McKinney. When people and just they demonstrate, okay, this is our generator or so. They took, before taking that generator away, execution, cold-blooded, extrajudicial killings took place. Till today, they took responsibility? No. When the economy failed, when the economy failed, things are going hard. You ever see them come and take responsibility? No. They always blame Ukraine or blame which country again? All the time now blame. Or they blame ANES, or they blame APC, or they blame this. It's all blame game. So for make this thing we highlight that the first lady, claims say gets aware, she's not aware. I mean, we're not so picking the game, but at least we don't know now how then they play their games. So just like Bob Marley said, you can fool some people sometime, but you can't continue to fool them all the time.
Yeah, sure. That's for sure. But me, what I was there, if the first lady not to in, then this crime where they come where they say how hunt commit, not to a state crime, because state crime now where you smuggle drugs or whatever, or you kill somebody in a state crime, right? But it's now individual issue. Now between Manabio and Fatima Bio, now happen, and the accused people then they say this thing happened to, then they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about that. So wait for so me I don't see this is the point of what I say. Police they can't when they come here, they say, hey, you don't commit crime. The person they don't have to know complain. Not to the person who complain. When I just can't back when I go to so what are the complainant now?
My brother.
What are the complainant now? Because what they ask.
These are the double standard, Kelvin, from the beginning of this program, from different angles, I don't try to highlight the lack of transparency in this government, right? The secrecy within this government, the cover up within this government. So when the government continues to run in secrecy, when the government continues to run in cover-ups, in propaganda, in misleading information, in all of these things, Mama, so it's not a surprise. I am not surprised at all. So for me, it's not a shock. Anyways.
Okay. So guys, as we actually don't let's try to go on stream for like something like 3 hours, but try to wrap up the program. So Mr. We're going to talk about other issues and we plan at least for talk, but let us see we try for make back another program next time. So I just want to let you tell our family out there, like, what do you think it will be? As I don't ask this question earlier on, I just want to ask you this question. You think taking this thing to the international community or involving the ECOWAS get to be like a very good suggestion or a very good solution for remedy the situation?
Well, first of all, the ECOWAS, this issue not a new issue again to ECOWAS. As I say, I remember during the last ECOWAS summit when Madabio attended in 2021, we see that very clear how Madabio highlighted the issue of Nigeria. It really, it brought that on the table that the Guinean military still not abide by the last memorandum of understanding for withdraw from the Yenge territory. They make it very clear, and then they give assurances to make a follow-up. So I think, like I've listened to Timothy Kaba, the foreign minister, about the approaches and way they use toward this issue. For me, I think it got better for many governments use a de-escalating approach or apply a de-escalating approach, not so like a confrontational approach we are in, because military don't count their use a sense of German and go they, who that get for suffer and people get for suffer, and people are going to die. And the picky will get for die now post and born. The man or the mama will get for die now somebody in papa now somebody in mama. So the best way to prevent it is diplomatic engagements. You get international bodies then, we have the African Union, you have the United Nations. These are bodies responsible in looking into matters like this, especially land dispute matters where involve two countries. They can come on board. Of course, I know say bodies like that, to influence them, you need to lobby as well. Lobby the work. Because whenever you need this kind of international organizations, to stand by you or, to be on your back or stand with you and support you and achieve your goal, you need for lobby. As we know, Mother, now one of the guys we will not say, and this I will say it, Mother, now one of the smartest lobbyists we Salone ever gets. He ready for spend millions of dollars for lobby just to may achieve 1 point. All in digits where they talk about and all this, well, we don't score this mark. We don't score this mark. Plenty of people don't even know till they go. Why you think say Mother hold David Senge as a right-hand man? There are many things going on with people see. The ordinary man they will see. Anyhow, you see these things, saga, I call them Senge and Fatima Bua, whatever, they not go ever keep this guy out because there are things where Senge don't do, where now their approaches and they make some, they use them figures and they boast of achievement today under this leadership. But that's not a topic for another day. Right? So for me, a diplomatic engagement or approach would be the best case scenario for address this issue. And of course, we understand that, people still get doubts about the legitimacy of this man. But the fact is that he, at least, is the president. And would expect, say, himself to do more to protect in citizen and people learn from that area, that younger community, not just the people from younger, but for also protect the sovereignty of Sierra Leone. So a diplomatic approach for me, I think that will be the best case. At least like what it happen so the government can able to send the foreign minister, then can meet maybe in a neutral ground, and can decide to meet in Nigeria or one of the Mano River Union member like Liberia or so, sit down in a neutral place and try to work them out. Foreign minister now Guinea go come, Salone foreign minister can go there. So like, they have them, they got and get the people the way they need for sending to them kind of negotiation there. Make them work on this. At least make them solve them in a diplomatic way rather than escalating the whole thing with guns and violence. Yeah.
So we may last word to the people that really affected disease or the affected people that right now lying aside from yesterday to today. We may last word before he left the program.
Well, words alone not enough for give them the kind of courage what they need for now. Because I can tell you, those people are traumatized right now. Those people are stressed, they are hungry, and they are displaced. I think if I could send any word, my word will go to the government side, and people that would cater for vulnerable people like that community right now. Make government do something to send a team to that area there. May they influence the United Nations, United Nations and something, UNHCR, we get something for do with the refugee and the displacement. Let them go there. These people will need food for now. They're going to need shelter right now. They need some basic amenities. They need support. That's psychological support. We get Red Cross and Salone. We get Caritas and Salone. We get UNHCR and Salone. All these organizations need to be informed. Bring them on board, send them over there, let them be part of this community, talk to the community, make them say, see what's in there happen. They have cameras. They live in a digital world today. They can put everything they see there on camera. Videos them where we're not able to see completed yet. Videos of the military presence there. Then we're able to make the world see what's in there happen there. But if they continue to keep them in secrecy, because this man get cased, because mother be in cabinet or ambassador and get cased there, so they're afraid for trigger certain thing, but maybe this thing amplify, go to a different stage. So you are not doing the Sierra Leonean people a favor, you're not doing the people of Yenga a favor. That's all I have to say.
Okay, Mr. Albert David Kamara, thanks very much. And I hope we will come next time anytime I get like pressing issues, will come and analyze. This is not an interview, but like just analysis and give out the public exactly and set up for sensitize them what thing they don't know or what thing then sabi, but then understand them in a very different way. So thanks very much, and till next time, we'll actually wish to have you back here.
My pleasure. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So just like I said, to recap the particular thing, there was actually yesterday, sometime yesterday, this younger saga be happen now the Guinea borders them, whereas the Guinea troops of Guinean people then they actually launch a gunshot. We actually launch gunshot, not only one, but gunshot them now the Sierra Leone. Now the Sierra Leone territory, whereas the people in the way they did that younger side then actually began for displaced. So many people then ran away yesterday for their life stand at the middle of the night. As you can see here, this is the video we then run away for their life stand. This is not just recap but a recap. And up to now, people then still they run away. And from yesterday to now, people they don't actually almost everybody be run away as of fear because of the gunshot on the. And the thing was, this younger issue don't happen for quite a long time, and up to now the problem not resolved. But the thing what I try to say here is that why this thing don't raise up now than even before, because this thing actually we heard about this thing before. But nobody raised tension as to why, as to now, how it raised tension to now. So this actually they turn my mind to, and rumors that they go on the media earlier on before say, Manabio don't sell Yenga. But me, as for me, I not believe and I don't believe as to the people in perspective. I don't call so many people and so many reporters them that they say and different mind them. But could it be say like they don't sell Yenga or they not sell Yenga? Drop a comment down there respectfully and tell me what you know about this Yenga issue as to what is going on. Because if you say they don't sell Yenga, but why these things they rise up now so much than before? And why why solutions are not able actually they can? Why they able to find ways or means or able to remedy the situation? This is not the question. So I think and believe say this is the reason why people go the mentality say Marabi could have. Maybe he might not sell Yenga. And so this is like I said, this is what in social media they say, the rumors around they say. Could it be the reason why people they see they don't sell Yenga? But that would say like I believe 100% say Marabi don't sell Yenga or when I listen to what they say was say here. Because if it takes to now, tension not just the raise, no more in the raise. And as to my own opinion, what in the remedy the situation and what thing go on as to what thing put the various scholars them and opinions then from people say many able go na international criminal court or international justice court or some similar ECOWAS. This ECOWAS and this thing and this so 17. So, before I come to understand why President Bio and Timo and cabinet man will resolve these issues. Because if me and you and they take you back to what did not happen in Guinea, we all don't see in the few months or in recent time what did not happen, they don't catch Sierra Leone ambassador with cocaine, a lot of things they happen at the Guinea Day with the Salone. Could it be the reason why, like, the BUNO will face this man or face this man in a sense that for able resolve this particular thing, for able to on a round table, for this thing able fix, for this thing able fix permanently? Could it be the reason? Because when they see the recent activities them when they happen, the cocaine thing, the deals already happen now, Conakry with Salone, they go whatever the Salone official, especially like that ambassador. It could be said that this one, all of these the way President Biode afraid for go remedy the situation. Could it be the reason, guys? Trump be coming to respect and tell me if this is the reason or not. I'm just trying to that to based on. I'm just trying to based on the pattern, guys. So these are food for thought. Just think about these things. This is we're talking about here. I know only you bring any political something here like partisan something. So say me na FPP, me na APC, now what APC? No. Now we put Salone at the center. Now we judge this thing. Put Salone at the center. Pull your political party aside because as far as me concerned, I don't belong to no political. I don't marry political party. I don't belong to no political party. Salone na my main aim here, my motive. For come out and sensitize the people, tell the people what they go on, sensitize them. Say the actual and the fact things that happen in the country. So if you just they come and one come try like sugarcoat things because of your party, because of this, please don't stop anything. That will face reality things then. As to how the things that they come in will reveal them to the people, so the people are able to know. This secrecy way Mr. Albert Trafford say here, and the same thing don't they affect and bug with this government or government, then they can't tell you exactly what thing they happen. Even from the past government, they need for able to explain to people then like the local languages them. The Creole, the Mende, the Timini, because Timini Mende is the largest population. Then me for the radio programs the way they post to the radio broadcast the way they PC, they forget Mende, Timini, Creole, they can explain to people in a Creole the bunny issues and what they happen. So people go understand exactly what they go on, but all these things they hide them from we. Well, me and you supposed to know enemy right now, everybody right follow you know what they go on in the country. But let me, this is everybody right. Not promoting actually going to the country, but here we don't able to get anything in there. So why would they vote in government? Why would they put in government? Why would they vote for them? Why put them there? We put them there. I mean, they work for we. Now we servants in them. They need for serve we. When you be a leader, you have to be a servant. Provided you want to be a good leader. Provided you want to be a good leader. But if you want to be a good leader, you have to be a servant to the people. So coming back to the people that are saying that's to the BBC, there was somebody where they interview something to motivate, and also the people they say then they go international justice court, then they go ECOWAS. But hey, when I forget say this man actually gets an issue with ECOWAS because of like starting things the way they happen at the country, where you don't know at the country, especially like from the elections, from this particular past election to now, they are starting things the way you don't do or we don't happen. If believe say this man get issues with ECOWAS or even like the international community because they get then the way again at the international community way like people the way they don't petition even like the concern Saralina worldwide, the PPP and other movement in the way like they don't form where after they don't go like put past on like they don't petition this guy about the things and way he don't do and way still they happen. So do you think like the international something like they afraid for good day? Or you will get mind take this particular thing to the International Criminal Justice Court? I just ask this question. If you think say it go get a mind for say this why it get petition cases then now the ICC, now the International Criminal Court, then it gets petition and they don't petition that the concern silent and PPP and other organize what's them there where they don't petition against them. So do you think say this man will take this thing to that level as to voting? But so many reporters them they try for suggest as the solutions will be like the solution. If not also be or not so be, do ya drop a comment respectfully. Me, now my brother or a friend, you begin as Salone, a patriotic one, a patriotic Salone citizen, Kelvin. And at the studio, Punado TV. We are always there for present to you the past, the present, the unbelievable and shocking news that really happen in around the country, especially Sierra Leone. If you know see what thing actually I bring to you, it makes sense to you and important to you. I know they force you, not to my force, but just do me a little favor. Let's just smash that like button down there and subscribe to the channel and share the program for let other people know what thing and what thing they go on. If they like the program for let it will go viral so other people and be able to get to see they happen. And if they share the program for let other people also know what thing and what thing they go on. If they subscribe for let anytime we I upload any video or where I come live, YouTube will notify you see every month they live right now. Or you don't post a new video. These are the reasons. So you don't see the reason why if you like, if you subscribe and share the program, I know they force you, but if you think it makes sense to you and it's very educative to you, then do the following things why don't you? So once again, me and my brother, a friend, a patriot Salone citizen, Kelvin Man, from this wonderful Punado TV. And I will also urge you and also urge you or encourage you for let you subscribe to the Punado to the Man's United family member down there. Just go to any of my YouTube video, click on down there, they let you join, just join, let be a member, a Man's United family member, and in that way it don't help for promote the channel. Thank you very much. If you don't do that, thank you very much. If you don't know, try for join the Man's United family right now. Any of my YouTube videos we watch down there, right down, it is that they say join. So when you join, it will be a Man's United family member, and that way it don't help for promote the channel. Remember, now me and you get the channel. Without you guys, there is no Punado TV, there is no Kelvin Man. So I thank you all, and I love you all. Till next time, and bye bye. I love you. I love you all.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. And I'm Kelvin Man from the Punado TV. And I'm well on and say one person name is Punado, two people name is Punado, and for them Punado do better and stronger one now way boku. So for the first time this let's sign in here or let's come on this wonderful and lovely platform called the Punado TV. Please, my brothers and sisters them. Just do me a little favor, let just smash the like button on the left hand side, subscribe on the right hand side, and also share the program.
This one come for make you know, with you know be know not in the nation. Now this not the program we all for education, religion in all circulation, political intimidation, suppression and injustice. See the way they make we know the feel at home. Now we home, so it's in now we own. We the talk out thing, the country not they growing, just the go behind. We the say out thing, for you will not be know, for make you know. You can find me na YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok. The name na Punado TV. If you not be know what see they happen, come join we na the Punado. If you want for know what see they happen, come join we na the Punado. Subscribe to Punado TV. Subscribe to Punado TV. The presenter na Kelvin Man, not a politician. It stand for the people, the masses, even the poor man. Hey boy, the people know they treat we nice. We see we for know, we don't know. Plenty of things we in Punado. We hear rise, hey boy, it's not Punado. All thing with the Punado. It's time for Punado. Everything for good nado. Just go na any social platform and shout for Punado TV. Na PULNADOE TV. And the symbol gets a low flag middle to stars with plenty colors.
Get the opportunity for call, not the mid or ending of any program.
If you know be know what see they happen, come join we na the pool na do. If you want for know what see they happen, come join we na the pool na do. Subscribe to Pool Nado, Pool Nado TV. Subscribe to Pool Nado, Pool Nado TV. If you know be know what see they happen, come join we na the Pool Nado. If you want for know what see they happen, come join we na the Pool Nado. Subscribe to Pool Nado, Pool Nado TV. Subscribe to Pool Nado, Pool Nado TV. All thing with the Pool Nado. Everything with the Pool Nado. Pool Nado TV. Romantic.